Let's see, are we live? Yes, we are. What's going on, everybody? I am Double D, and welcome to the Cracker Barrel 400 at Nashville. It's not Worldwide Technology Raceway this time of the year. It's Nashville. And, of course, I'll be over there at Technology in September. But tonight, we are in Nashville, and Chase Briscoe, for the second week in a row, is on pole. And Ross Chastain, coming off of that 600 win last week, chasing down William Byron for the finish of that race. That race was insane. But we're going to see if Nashville can top that. And hopefully it's not like last year where we're getting all of those cautions. All right. Let's go through our starting grid. So we got Chase Briscoe and Denny Hamlin, two Joe Gibbs racing cars in the front row. Then you got runner-up finisher from last week, William Byron. And then you got Tyler Reddick in fourth. Last week's winner, Ross Chastain in fifth. Brad Keselowski in sixth. Finished top 10 last week, I believe. Seventh, Christopher Bell. Eighth, Michael McDowell. Ninth, Joey Logano. The defending Nashville winner. Fraudulent how he won the championship last year. Chris Buescher starting 10th. My favorite driver, Chase Elliott, starting 11th. You got Bubba Wallace in 12th. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in 13th. Eric Jones in 14th. Ryan Blaney in 15th. Then you got Austin Cindric 16th. Allmendinger 17th. Justin Haley 18th. Ryan Preece 19th. Josh Berry in the top 20. Then you got Austin Dillon 21st. Ty Gibbs 22nd. Not a bad qualifying for SVG. He's starting 23rd. Alex Bowman 24th. Kyle Busch 25th. Hocevar 26th. 27th, Zane Smith. Kyle Larson with a bad qualifying in 28th. 29th, Cole Custer. And 30th, Noah Gragson. And then these guys are going to have to work up to the front if they're going to try to win. Ty Dillon, 31st. Daniel Suarez, 32nd. Corey Heim, making, I think, his third or fourth start tonight. 33rd, 34th, Cody Ware. 35th, Todd Gilliland. 36th, John Hunter Nemechek. 37th, Riley Earps. 38th, J.J. Yeley. And 39th, Chad Fenton. All right. So, yeah, I predicted Kyle Larson's going to win because, I mean, he's been good at this track historically. But although the only race he's won in Nashville was Gen 6, he still ran decent. I believe he's going to work his way through the field eventually. Get the monkey off his back from the double last week that went rough. Or even better, hopefully Chase Elliott wins tonight.
But on Saturday, as they rolled that 16 Chevrolet out the pit road, NASCAR saw something going on with the splitter that they did not like, made them go back to the garage of that car, and then hit them with a penalty for unapproved adjustments.
Yeah, I just find it really interesting. Chase Briscoe qualified for two nights or two races in a row. Now, can he transfer that speed that he had qualifying into the race today? That we'll have to find out. I'm excited for tonight. Hopefully, it's a better race. Yeah, I think our last winner from Nashville, the last four times, we had Larson, Chase Elliott, Ross Chastain, and Joey Logano. So 4 different winners. We could have a 5th different winner tonight.
Pace was pretty good, maybe the best we've ever had at Nashville. But qualifying in that first group is so tough. He said, not my best track here at Nashville, but I think we'll race way better than we qualify.
Thank you, Marty. And now we go back to row 16. Ty Dillon making his 500th NASCAR start. He's there with Daniel Suarez. Made his 300th start in the Cup Series last week. Row 17, you got Corey Heim, truck sensation, making his 2nd start of the year. Driving alongside Cody Ware at the beginning of this race. John Hunter Nemechek, 2 top 10s in the last 3 races. Row 18 is where he is with Todd Gilliland. And row 19 tonight, Riley Hurst, J.J. Yaley Hurst, a rookie from Las Vegas. And rounding out the field tonight from Knoxville, Tennessee, is Chad Benjamin at the 66.
Let's see.
Just about ready to roll them off, so with that.
I think they're under 1 to go, so race is about to get started.
Yeah, 300 laps. Pick up the entire race. 90 laps stage 1, 95 stage 2, 115 stage 3. Fuel window 70, 75. Here's something worth maybe. Even after a few, we'll have to see. And pit road 45 miles per hour. Probably the story of this pit road.
All right, here we go. Going into turn 3. 2 more turns until the start. Yeah, 300 laps tonight. It's about, this track's about 1.25 miles, I believe. So, it's not a short track. It's not intermediate. But it's quite a fast one. As we got Chase Briscoe and Denny Hamlin side by side in the restart zone, and we are underway at Nashville. It's like we got a great restart from Chase Briscoe as Denny Hamlin tries to block down low, but William Byron is on the bottom trying to make some ground. It looks like some other cars have gotten to each other in the back. Chastain being a little bit aggressive. But you want to make sure you make as much spots on you can before the long run, because it could be harder to pass later on. As Briscoe, the pole sitter, is going to lead lap 1. Yeah, Albaninger serving a stop and a go for failing inspection. He's probably going to go a lap down. You see Larson trying to make his way through the field right behind SVG. And I believe Zane Smith, I think. Either that or Todd Gilliland. But yeah, you see Dinger coming off the pit road there. It might have been the jinx of Larson or something because he's just gotten to the wall. I don't think he hit the wall. I think he might have just got a tie. That's been the main thing about Larson. It's himself versus his limits. Yeah, Todd Gilliland got into him and made him go up the track. He's already trying to make up ground again. He's going past Cody Ware and RV's Ford.
By the way, those are 2 drivers that have won here at Nashville. It speaks to how challenging this place is. Marty, what's up with Larson?
Not a word, Adam, from Kyle Larson about what happened right there, but I think Junior nailed it. He just got way too free. And Junior, I'll go back to what he told me in the pre-race show. Starting that far back, he said, yes, we want to get to the front very quickly, but we have to be very smart about the positions we put ourselves in to gain those spots. So you got to wonder, Junior, would Larson now drive maybe a little?
Yeah, John and Nemechek trying to go for a block on Larson, but not run a good line. Now, you don't want to get too high up here because you can lose a lot of traction and lose quite a bit of track position.
So he's in good shape. As long as the car is good, that was the one thing we were worried about with practice times and qualifying speed. What kind of speed does the car even have? So that's still, something we're going to figure out here in the early stages. Well, this is the challenge. When you say conservative how? I mean, there's traffic everywhere. You're going to have to.
So your top 10 essay round, we got Briscoe, Hamlin, William Byron, Tyler Reddick, Christopher Bell, Chase Elliott has moved up a couple positions, and 6th, 7th, Michael McDowell, 8th, Joey Logano, 9th, Ross Chastain, and 10th, Brad Keselowski. Keselowski qualified good this week, too. I wonder if he's turning around this season.
He was a little bit free, but I think the contact was mostly what's on the racetrack there.
reference Gibbs. Gibbs is 21st. Larson had driven in the first couple of laps from 28th to 22nd. So he was gaining on the competition, and all signs were that he was going to move to the front early, has the wiggle, and now settles.
Briscoe's got a half a second gap on Hamlin. Not very much challenging for the lead there.
National definitely taking us on board here.
It's great phone camera there showing us the asphalt or the concrete and exactly what that looks like, how imperfect the surface is. It's so rough. You see the chatter as he goes around the straight track, just kind of bouncing. Look at bounce all the way down the straightaway. If you ever rode on the interstate, it's concrete. The car just kind of bounces across the joints. Big bump right there. Another one right here. We stay on board. Right there. That little bump right there is a newer bump that Chase Elliott, some of the drivers talked about. Maybe a problem on the long run if they're losing grip of the car. You've got somebody on your door, on your left side, and making you really tight right there.
And this is a short run. It seems like Briscoe's got the advantage right now in the clean air.
This feels a little bit like a broken record.
Still pretty early. We're only on lap 10.
On the pole, he's up front. Hamlin spent so much time in the top 5 last week. Same for William Byron, who led all those laps. Tyler Reddick was there. And look at our top 4 tonight: 19, 11, 24, and 45. And I'll say, Steve, tonight has started much better for Briscoe than last week, because he only led 1 lap. Last week gave it up. He had a penalty, and they had to come from behind to get a top 5 finish.
Yeah.
He gets it from the jump here this evening.
Well, they recovered well. A team that's kind of looking to right the ship is this team right here. Kyle Busch on the outside, losing his position to, I believe it's Ty Dillon in the 10.
Kyle Busch is trying to make his way through the field. Not a good qualifying for Kyle Busch this week. He's trying to make ground to get to the front. He gets past Ty Dillon there. And now he's got to chase down Carson Hocevar in the 77.
As they get worse every year, as the over turn 3 and 4 rounds, just settling around that tunnel.
Track similar to Dover. It's concrete.
A stronger, more difficult one to get through each time we come back. Hard to believe that Kyle Busch, last top 10 early April to Arlington. I mean, talking about Chimers, Connordale, this is what you mentioned right here in practice. Now you go see the car back there in the car, just get loose and just easily spins it down the racetrack. Chuck Berry had the same issue. Right early in the second of practice, right? The second group of practice, we saw a couple cars get loose, and that's the bump they ground. You see that little white space right there? They ground that to make this a little bit more comfortable for the drivers and teams, because it does get, as this dirt settles around that tunnel, that sinks down and creates a stronger bump. And apparently, it's not that severe up high when they go into the high groove. I've chased up there.
Imagine how noisy that tunnel probably is under that turn over there.
Look at the top 5.
Nashville.
There. Briscoe, Hamlin, Byron,
That ring your ears.
We're off and rolling on a Sunday night in Music City.
So Chase Briscoe so far has led all 15 laps.
Whoa. Who are you guys? I'm you from the past. And I'm you from the future.
And see, here's the crazy thing about NASCAR on Prime. They're having side-by-side even in the pre-race and even at the beginning of the race. Fox would never. What's up, Dawson? Hope your night's going good. Not really much position changes throughout the top 10. We'll probably have to see how the longer run plays out.
But when you've won it all 7 times, the trophy speaks for itself. Introducing the full lineup of Ram trucks. Ram, 7-time winner of Motor Trend's Truck of the Year.
Right now with Employee Pricing Plus, purchase and get an average of $10,900 below MSRP on the 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie, plus $2,000 bonus cash on select models and dealer inventory.
Let's see. Yeah, so far Chase Elliott's moved up a couple of positions. 5 positions. So he's the man on the move from 11th. Chastain and Keselowski lost positions on the restart.
A diagnosis doesn't define you. Even ATTR cardiac.
All right. now Hamlin has closed the gap on Briscoe. I wonder if it's just going to be teammates nice to each other, or are we going to see somebody control the race here? Win the IndyCar race, you mean? Kyle Kirkwood won his second race of the year. Still, only Polo and Kirkwood are the only two to win IndyCar race this year. I was really hoping somehow Santino Ferrucci was able to hold off Kyle Kirkwood, but it's an impossible task on older tires. At Detroit, of all places, should not have moved the road course off of Belle Isle. I do like the two-sided pit lane, though. That's the only thing I like about that track. Everything else is terrible. All right, we're back from commercial break on Prime as Denny Hamlin's trying to use different lines to chase down Chase Briscoe and the number 19.
A little bit of speed up the racetrack, and we were hoping for that, and it's already happened. And you can see Denny run at the top of the racetrack, down to the bottom right here, 3 and 4. He's tried the top, probably doesn't like it. That's why he went to the bottom. But you see, had a little trouble doing bump, lose a little bit of grip and speed off of that corner. Watch down here, turn 1 and 2. See what Denny does. See if he goes to the top of the racetrack. It's been working for him. Yep, right up the racetrack here. Not all the way to the top. Use that middle groove. And look at the gain that you get down the back straightaway. Start to close
At about 145 out of the turn.
another half a car length, another half a car length.
Then he hits 175 max to the straightaway.
Lap after lap, corner after corner. That's the key. It's a game of inches. Charlotte, we saw big runs. You can make a 3-4 car lengths. Here at Nashville, every car length is a big, big game that you just don't give it up. You have to be a little defensive, trying to keep the game.
See, Denny Hamlin trying to go really up high, trying to do what the 19 is not.
It's very dirty. You need a lot of clean air coming underneath your car to provide the downforce and grip. So the 11 has to offset in the corner, and the 19 can also chase his car up the racetrack. Now he's not pinned to the bottom right there. He's up the racetrack.
Yeah, I saw Karoof and Allgaier win.
That's the game. That's this fun game this car presents.
I didn't see those two races, though. I only saw the IndyCar race.
And trying to put together passes and outsmart each other. It's kind of cat and mouse, trying to make you guess incorrectly on where to run on the racetrack.
Here's what's interesting to me. These two running so tight in the front, but William Byron, the second half or more back in third. So even though these two are racing so closely for the top spot, really no William Byron in sight. He can't take advantage. Maybe he will need.
And not only Hamlin and Briscoe are under a blanket of himself while everybody else is trying to play catch up.
Last year, it's strong again in practice. And the Hendrick cars have had a lot of speed this year, but it looked to be a little.
But as I say in many other races, at this point, you want to figure out how your car is going to handle and try to make the right adjustments. And your car is going to change throughout the night, too, because this is going to go from day into the night. Kind of like Charlotte last week. So we're gonna see who can adapt the most and who can take advantage of the opportunities they have.
But he comes in 40 points above the cut line. They've got to maximize and get stage points, something he didn't do when he started in the front last week.
I think he's right there, just about in position.
Hamlin gets really close to Briscoe, but he just cannot find a way around them yet. So he's going to try to use the outside on Briscoe. Briscoe's going to try the very bottom. Briscoe's going to slide up a little bit in Denny Hamlin's line. But Hamlin still has a good run out of the corner of turn 2.
He's only wanting the 11 to commit to the bottom or middle first, right? It's this crazy kind of prediction thing. That's rear view camera, so on the back of the roof, there's a camera pointing back with a screen on their dash or wherever they decide to put it. It makes all the difference. All right, the 19 gave a little bit of light to the left side.
I think Hamlin has a better car, but Chase Briscoe just has fresh air. And that's why Hamlin's not able to get past yet.
Really not an option for Denny. And that also kind of dirties or muddies up the air in the higher groove. Denny's going to have to find even more grip way up the racetrack if he wants to make this pass. I just don't think the track's there yet to be able to find enough speed on that longer route around. And you can see the difference now. The 19's kind of moved around, dirty the air up, then he slid back a little bit, kind of going to regroup, maybe cool his tires down, make another charge at it.
Let's go down to Trevor May. There's our Cracker Barrel 400 pit road report.
Yes, sir, Adam. I've got the 22 car here looking pretty good right now. They were concerned with their short run speed during practice, but felt that around lap 30, which we're coming up on, their car came to life. Looking pretty good on short run speed, though. Able to move up from 9th to 8th here. Spotter Coleman Presley really getting Joey to move around and change his entry some. Yeah.
Chris Buescher running into 12th position, and for this team, it's been a little bit of a sigh of relief this week. The appeals panel met with their penalty back from Kansas. That 60-point penalty was reduced to 30. Now they find themselves 6 points out of the playoffs after that appeal. And crew chief Scott Graves is back and told me this gives them a second chance. Right now, Buescher feeling good in terms of ride quality and balance on that Ford, Marty.
Yeah, so your top 10, Briscoe, Hamlin, Byron, Reddick, Bell, Chase Elliott, Logano, Chastain, Brad Keselowski. Just outside is Bubba Wallace and Chris Buescher.
It was also interesting. He told me everybody's talking about the bumps in 3 and 4. I didn't think they were any worse than last year.
I don't really expect as much action right now because it's the beginning.
Maybe it's the youth for Austin. I mean, 26 years old, he's just not worried about the bumps. He's going to drive that race car, not talking about it.
DNF. He is not in the Cup Series race.
4 years ago.
A little bit thinner where the rubber is on the bottom, but where the surface is cooler, I'd turn fine. If anything, I would like
I think Larson is right now running. I think he's still running in like the top 30s. Yeah, he's running 30th. After him getting up high, not really gaining much of his ground back at all.
This car right here, this 5 is running 30, 60s, and 70s back in the field.
Two drivers today off the top 10. Chase Elliott, Michael McDowell, Bubba Wallace up there, Ross Chastain, Chase Briscoe, your race leader.
Briscoe still leads it. Now they're going through live traffic.
Fresh sliced deli meats? Check. All your favorite Subway sauces?
We got 58 laps to go in stage 1.
Another half off. Great deal? Check, check. Order now on the Subway app.
This is kind of how this race was playing last year. Not as much action throughout the beginning, but they got to a pretty big crowd show at the end. So. I don't think Krause is, or is he? Yeah, I don't think Derek Krause is running this week. Oh, Corey Heim. Corey Heim is not run terrible, I don't think. Where is he? Or is he back there? I'm not sure. Oh, he's run 23rd. Not doing bad so far. We're only his 4th or 5th start, I think.
This Xfinity Wi-Fi is. The Wi-Fi is booming like a IPO. It's bursting with Wi-Fi.
Well, everyone's like, really serious, but I understand.
The Wi-Fi's booming.
After 17 years, the NASCAR Xfinity Series roars back into Mexico. And it's not coming quietly. Saturday, June 14th, live from Mexico City. Oh my gosh, these fans are...
I cannot wait until Mexico City. That race. But it could be possible I'm going to the IndyCar race in St. Louis. Not 100% yet, but it could be a possibility. Going there instead.
driver and official NASCAR merchandise by searching Shop the Race in the Amazon shopping app. 37 laps in, NASCAR's Cup Series racing at Nashville Superspeedway. And here comes the 19 of Chase Briscoe, and he's knocking on the door of the 51 of Cody Ware. That would be a lap down. That's significant because that would mean that A.J. Allmendinger no longer would be in the free pass position.
Cody Ware in Chase Briscoe's line, he's slowing him down. And that's going to let Hamlin gain a little bit of time.
I can't tell you how many times we've come to Nashville and we've watched Danny Hamlin try to pass the car for the lead. I mean, it seems like this happens at every single race here. And I love it. The traffic is going to present a better opportunity for Denny to try to get this lead away. Take Briscoe to the top here around the 34. Denny should be able to turn to the bottom. If the 34 gives him the bottom, that might be an overall gain. Looks like Gillen maybe Gillen's going to get to the top. Larson on pit road.
Yeah, Larson's pitting really early.
You see Kyle Larson hitting, and yes, do not make the progress we thought he might make once you get that one little slip up. This is a little on the early side of the window. 39 laps into the run, 51 to go in the stage. They can make it to the end of the stage, hitting here for Kyle Larson and maybe get some clean race.
And there goes Chase Briscoe in.
You think that's a little earlier?
So green flag pit stops are starting now.
Better than I thought, just because there wasn't a lot of tire fall off. It's shocking for the fives. He's got to go down 2 laps, which is a big risk. Now we see Briscoe, the leader on pit road. This will get everyone's attention. He's going to kind of set the standard. Doesn't want to give up that track position, Kim.
No, absolutely not. Remember, they made some pit road mistakes last week, so they are looking
See what Hamlin's going to do.
pit road this week. Really no major feedback on the car.
Probably going to come into this lap, I'm assuming. Yeah, he is.
Good job wrapping up a four first-year tires. No go fuel for leader Chase Briscoe.
You see the
William Byron's also in right behind him.
kind of forced, right? If you're not going to run long and do something very off-cycle, then you can follow Briscoe down the road and not lose time, Marty.
Several complaints from Denny Hamlin, and we kind of saw that longer run practice speed show up here in the early part of the race as well. But once he caught his teammate, he can go nowhere.
And to fire off fighting way tighter than expected. In fact, he said, I need to free up more towards the end.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and on today's episode, Denny will be getting naked.
And it looks like Wayne has joined us on the NASCAR Cup Series watch party. And I'm definitely not getting naked this ring, but here we are. And Reddick is in the lead during these pit cycles, and Hamlin's just pitted in Briscoe, who pitted a lap before Hamlin, is ahead. Pretty big gap. Pretty big gap.
How everybody plays this because the window is so wide.
Well, with Reddick staying on the racetrack, I believe the plane is
Right.
long, or he would have
You want to know how SVG is doing, I'm assuming, Wayne.
Yes.
Let's see where SVG is running. He's running. Let's see. I know it's probably gonna be further up, or he already pitted already. He didn't qualify terrible. He qualified, I think, like 20 something. He's a 35th. That's because he pitted. But I think he should be better after they cycle.
You see Chris Buescher on the bottom of your screen. He started off neutral, but in tight center, free entry is the free.
Oh, someone in the chat saying there's a caution. If there is, they're spoiling it for me. I wonder what the caution would be for. And Logano's in. By the way, if y'all watching, happy Joey Logano month. It's Pride month. If you're a Joey Logano fan, this is your month. There's Chase Elliott in. And Bubba Wallace has got a too fast entering penalty. So that's going to be a lot of track position loss.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Oh, man. Michael Jordan's sobbing.
Michael McDowell coming off that top 10 finish at Charlotte. Reporting fired off free entry.
This is not NBA. This is NASCAR.
Back 10, he said the car is pretty decent right now. No major changes on
But
this.
McDowell's in, getting tires.
We talked about that pit entry. It's extremely aggressive coming off the banking onto pit road. If your car is sliding around, hopping, mashing the brakes is not
Yeah.
an option, Marty.
Some are probably going to stay out later to hope for a caution. But it's early. I mean, You may can try to experiment during this part because it's really early. But I mean, you want to get some stage points. You want to try to because they do matter. Hocevar. Hocevar is running 7 before pit stops. I noticed, like, the guys that are mainly in the back, they haven't really been able to gain much track position. Larson was gaining a few spots, but he got too high and lost positions. And their leader, Reddick, just pitted. And there's Bubba Wallace serving his penalty. And let's see. Chase Briscoe, the leader before pit stops, is in 13th, I think. So still a lot of cars need to pit.
Before this pit cycle started, a couple cars on the racetrack getting pretty aggressive. Ryan Priest, Stenhouse, these are two hard-headed guys. When you put them in close proximity on the racetrack.
Whoa, what a block by Stenhouse right there.
Let's see.
I don't think Priest is going to like that.
Through that whole process, I know it looked like they might be frustrated with each other as we ride on board with Priest and the triple onboard camera.
Although Blaney has led so many laps, he has not closed out to win a race this entire year. He's either just had bad luck or he just becomes a choke artist a couple of races. Justin Haley is running in 4th.
So think about this, right? Ryan Blaney
still has yet to pit as well.
He's running 30.2-second laps. Cars that have already pitted, they're running 30.1, 30.2, 30.3, depending on where they are. So this is why you see cars run long.
Well, I see some drivers, I guess, not pitting because they haven't really, there's not really much difference in lap time. That could make a big difference in the race later on. But Ryan Blaney still leads. They're showing Joey Logano for Pride Month. All eyes are on him. Hey, you guys know what I'm talking about? You know. Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming some of these drivers are going to stay out until their fuel runs out. Tire fall off is not going to be terrible because, of course, the race is going into the night. Alex Bowman and Ty Gibbs are pitting now.
Realizing in real time his new dog has a thing for squirrels. And there's Chewy, where Dave will order a harness and everything else Dash needs in life. Like delicious food. Because squirreling can work.
Hocevar finally brings it down pit road.
Fast shipping for life with pets. There's Chewy.
I'm back.
YGM Genuine Parts and AC Delta.
Who's back?
Basics like maintenance and repair parts.
Hey.
Powertrain
Back again?
Genuine Parts and AC Delta.
Yes.
Is that Shady?
Original equipment for all general
No.
Oh.
It's Tanya naked.
Okay. I guess I'll tell my friends that still.
Stay on the go with high quality
But
replacement parts from GM Genuine Parts.
we still have Whitey and Cedric and Haley in the top 3. A few cars have not pitted yet. Like I said, I expect some of these cars just to basically run themselves out of fuel and then pit. So if we don't get a caution, that should give the lead back to Chase Briscoe. I don't think he's gotten passed by Hamlin on track. Any reposts if Denny Hamlin is leaving the Speedway? Huh. You're going to have to clarify that question for me.
it's stage one. The Cracker Barrel.
I bet he wants you to get naked.
Speedway. Last year, Team Penske won.
And I'm starting to think that. I'm starting to think that. Okay, Chase Briscoe's in 5th. Hamlin is not passing him. But he's starting to get closer to the leader. Oh, any reports for if Denny Hamlin is leaving the Speedway for his baby boy? I don't think so. He's racing. Tyler Reddick did have his baby, I think at like 2 or 3 in the morning. So congrats to Tyler Reddick. But I do kind of feel bad for him because he was born in June. Like any other month, that'd be good, but I don't know. June. Not good. And there's William Byron right behind John Hunter Nemechek. Nemechek still has yet to hit. Getting passed by other cars on fresher tires.
Really strong. Had an awesome car last week in the 600. Not that great tonight at all here. Maybe not in store for a top 10 run. Maybe kind of struggling. Trevor, what you got?
Yeah, only 11 cars on the lead lap. Chase Elliott's the first car 1 lap down. As everybody still needs, there's still a few cars that need to pit.
30:27 the last lap. The fastest car on tires, Christopher Bell, 30:21. Will this change the strategy for the rest of the race of some of these cars who have really good long run speed, Steve? Yeah, I'm shocked that everyone came as early as they
Yeah,
did.
Blaney's only running a 10th
I think Blaney's
slower than Chase Briscoe, so.
You ask yourself, what's the risk? A caution. A caution right now. Why that wouldn't hurt Byron or Reddick because they are on the lead lap. They're down track position. They have so many laps in their tires. They're probably going to have to pick in. Blaney would then be the race leader. We saw Blaney having.
Hey, Wayne, you watching this race on Prime?
My question to you is
No, I'm just listening to you.
Oh, okay. Well, I appreciate that.
I'm just trying to see when you get naked. That's the real question.
No. Wow. Okay. Eric Jones. They're showing him on Prime 17. He's not having a bad run either. He's actually passed Kozlowski and others that were in the top 10 at one.
See when the cautions come, kind of adjust.
Best strategy is a fast race car. Is that right, Chris?
For a fast race car, you know when the yellows are going to come out. Hey, a lot of good decisions.
Scan the QR code to save on gaming products by Logitech G, the official wheel and pedal of NASCAR.
Bubba Wallace is a big gamer and streamer as well, and but he's had a bit of a tough run here. Just several weeks ago, this guy had over 60 points to the cut line in the playoffs. Here's the finishes in the last 3 races.
Yikes. Yeah, Bubba has not had any good finishes in the past 3 races. Texas 33rd, Kansas 33rd, and Charlotte 35th. Is he going to turn that around? We'll see. That's going to hurt his playoff chances if we get more winners. That's for sure.
Grant Will here had some good speed here in the past, but he needs a great run tonight. So you saw the finishes. Let's show how they happened right here. Texas Motor Speedway in the wreck on the backstretch. Heavy damage with the inside wall. That's that 33rd place finish. Then at Kansas, wrong place, wrong time. Another big impact. I mean, that is big damage. Then at the 600, once again. So you can say bad luck that you're in the wreck, but you're kind of back there. You know, rarely do we see that record 3rd, 4th, 5th. You get back there in the teens or the 20s, you're bound to determine at some point to get in those accidents. This is the time of year where we start to pay attention to.
Yeah, now Briscoe and Hamlin's gotten past Ty Dillon, so
fun drivers.
they're only behind Justin Haley, Cedric, and Ryan Blaney. But Ryan Blaney's still ahead of Chase Briscoe by 3/4 of a lap.
They just need to come in here tonight.
Still a pretty big gap.
Try to get,
He has to pit, though. Surely can't make it on fuel.
Chase Briscoe, who dominated this race early, 4th now because the top 3 have not pitted. Here's 19 radio.
Brake pedal is on the floorboard. First thing we talked about here.
Oh, not good news for Chase Briscoe as his brake pedal is on the floorboard.
Brake pedal on the floorboard. That tells me that the fluid has gotten hot. The brakes have gotten hot. I don't see any brake cooling on the
So that means Chase Briscoe's car is probably going to handle worse,
fluid gets hot, the pedal gets long, and then the feedback goes, hey,
as Hamlin and Byron are not far behind,
pumping the brakes to get
ready to
it.
pounce if something happens.
He takes his foot completely off it before he then goes to it at the start of the corner to make sure he has good brake application.
Chase Briscoe is another driver that's been having really bad luck this year as well.
It is. It looks like he can really sail the car down in the corner. Have a lot
Although he did finish third last week,
mid-corner speed's really
those other finishes just have not been good.
slowed down to the center. And I think
At some point, I thought Truex Jr. was even running better than what Chase Briscoe's been running.
even today, the temperatures are relatively 20 degrees cooler than last year. It's still muggy hot down there and uncomfortable. Difficult for these machines. When you see right here the telemetry, how fast these cars are going, and we're going to see 170 plus at the end of the straightaway. The bright red kind of brake pedal will come on at the bottom of the screen, knocking speed. I mean, knocking over 40 miles an hour out of the car.
Let's go to Marty. Adam, it seems to be a bit of a Toyota problem for the brake issues. Here was Tyler Reddick earlier in the race. Listen.
See, J.J. Yaley
So that was Tyler Reddick saying the pedal was getting spongy. He also
running 38
got late
4 laps down.
The pedal also very inconsistent. Some
He's not usually a factor to win these races unless it's to play tracks.
Other corners have taken almost all the brakes to get it to stop.
Yeah.
Well, Marty, you mentioned about Toyota. I think we heard the issue with Briscoe.
Well, I'm back. I'm going to say something.
Okay.
The 54 Italian is also complaining about brakes. About 20 laps ago said the brakes are starting to get really long. That pedal is just not what I need it to be.
12 of Blaney coming to pit road. A lot of talk about brakes, as you heard from all the reporters. That makes that pit entry even more difficult. You go to step on the brakes, and you just don't have what you want. 12 of Blaney was stuck behind some lap cars. Frustration was skyrocketing. Finally came to pit road. We'll see what kind of stuff they have, Kim.
Yeah, the balance of that car just ill. Not what Blaney wants. It fired off tight. Then he said I had trouble turning in the center on throttle, but he felt like it was only for traffic. But they did that run tight also, so they're looking for it to free up just a little bit, Marty.
I checked in with Chief Brian Wilson for Austin Cindric. I said, what about this move? He said, why not?
All right. Yep, and Blaney and Cindric has been. They relinquished the lead, and now Briscoe's back in front. But how long Briscoe will be in front? Is that throttle suction for going to be an issue, or is it going to fix itself?
They know they're going to lose time as we see AJ Allmendinger on pit road now. So put extra fuel in here. With the field is bunched up under yellow, have a stop that's 1.5 or 2 seconds faster. That's where you actually vote the most passes on pit road is under yellow. See John Hunter Nemechek on the bottom of your screen waiting to release by the crew. The chess matches on pit road get more and more complicated every year. We'll have to just see if this fueling strategy by the Penske teammates plays out at the end of the stage.
Justin Haley, another driver that ran long, caught speeding when he made his pit stop. It's all cycled through. Chase Briscoe back out front.
Online security is like, as a mom, one of the very highest priorities. There's so many things you have to watch out for.
So your top 10 after the full pit cycle?
I know when my kids are on their devices, they are protected because I'm not always sitting right
On Cracker Barrel 400 at Nashville,
The connectivity, the security, everything is
I
kind
believe.
of all in one. That absolutely makes it worth it to me.
Fast, reliable internet, starting at $30 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to keep you connected.
Let's see. What was I going to look up? Oh, yeah, your top 10 as they run. Chase Briscoe, Denny Hamlin, William Byron, Tyler Reddick, Christopher Bell, Chase Elliott, Michael McDowell, Joey Logano, Daniel Suarez, and Ross Chastain in the top 10. Seems like Suarez has gained some positions throughout the pit cycle. So has Chastain. Got that ground back that he lost. And Keselowski's lost some positions. I think Blaney might have gained some positions. Only gaining 2 positions throughout that strategy, so not bad. And he just passed Eric Jones.
Ask your doctor about breast
See what Kyle Busch is running. 25th, about around where he qualified. I mean, if you're a Busch fan, these past couple of years have got to be depressing to you.
It's free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE certified master
master technicians. And if you don't want to do the repair yourself, we can recommend a shop for you. Okay, Tyler, let's go fix your car.
Auto Parts. Every lap, every race, every bit of paint traded for every hard-fought place. They're all jammed inside every can of NOS Energy. Go ahead, open up the can.
Welcome to More New Ways to Watch. 5-race stretch only on Prime.
Seems like Hamlin's gotten closer to Briscoe, but as I said, he gets close to Briscoe, but he cannot pass him.
More passion unleashed. More history made. More precision.
Track's kind of like Texas. The bottom is a really good line, but you try to run up high, you could get loose in the marbles and hit the wall.
Welcome to NASCAR.
But Hamlin's closer this time. Trying to run the middle. Trying to get a better run off exit. But here's why they're bunched up. Kyle Larson trying to keep from going a lap down. And now William Byron is in play. Hamlin's going to lose the position to Byron. And Byron, where he finished last week, in second. He's now going to try to run down Chase Briscoe. So Hamlin said, okay, Byron, you try to pass Briscoe. Yeah, Larson's car is just not running as good right now. That's why he's still stuck around 30th.
He was undefeated in stages last weekend in Charlotte. Was William Byron won 2 in the Xfinity race, went 3-0 Sunday night in the Coke 600, and trying to pounce again late here, stage 1 at Nashville.
Yeah, 11 laps to go. A lot of time for Byron to move around. Surprised he's staying right on the bottom of the racetrack. He's following that dirty air in the 19. But the 19
It seems like Byron's car is running better than Hamlin's at the moment.
the 19. Pole sitter got behind, recovered to third.
Tries to close for the corner. He's going to try to line up high.
Similar to Diddy, just not able to make time up there just yet.
Just can't really gain any time on Briscoe.
Down the front straightaway here, a little bit of the draft is going to close in a little bit. I think the top of 1 and 2 is a little bit better.
As long as Briscoe runs the same lines, he's going to stay ahead of Byron. As Byron got loose right there, it's going to open the door for Denny Hamlin and Tyler Reddick closing.
Sideways, now we're side to side. Reddick, 6-lap fresher tires. Right behind these two. Remember, he ran longer. We're going to see do the 6 laps.
Yeah, and Tyler Reddick did pit 6 laps later, so that's going to give him fresher tires. Will that make a difference?
And right now, Briscoe's like, yeah, you two get side by side and get off my back. He's going to have his hands full again soon if you don't find a way around the 5-car Larson and get himself some clean air. He's going to have to move around. He does up the racetrack a little bit. Here comes the 45 back at the top of your screen. Reddick trying to get to the inside of his 24 down the back straightaway, not able to do it. You explained it so well earlier when you said, look, he just can't pass. He can't pass because Byron won't let him. He's mirror driving as he should.
Yeah, and Byron got loose. That's going to let Reddick pass, so Byron has dropped back to 4th. There goes Hamlin. Trying to pass on the bottom. Now he's going to challenge Briscoe for the lead. Can he complete the pass here? He does. He clears Briscoe. Hamlin to the lead. Yeah, that lap traffic of Kyle Larson has made Chase Briscoe lose the lead. And now he's going to get challenged by Reddick in second.
New leader in Nashville, Denny Hamlin in charge. Briscoe about to lose seconds. 45. And Tyler Reddick, pressure tires. Here he comes.
Think about the history with Hamlin and Larson. Now Hamlin is trying to lap Larson. These guys have a long history of racing each other.
And hey, if you're in the field, you want the 5 a lap down. Actually, you want him out of the race. You do not want him in the game.
This racing is peak.
All right, let's see if Hamlin can lap Larson here. Larson trying to take the lines away from the other drivers behind. He knows that his chances of winning will be difficult if he gets lapped right now.
66, Chad Benjamin, a couple of laps down, so he's really not part of the
5 more laps in stage 1.
5 to go on the stage.
And pretty much we got clean air right now in front of the sidebar for quite a while.
Larson has made the racing really interesting. Everybody was pretty much single file until he was holding them all up.
Katie would rather win the stage than to go over and slow himself down to the back of the 5 car here. Katie hold the 45 off. Two things I'm noticing: pressure tires on 45 paying off. Pressure tires on Ryan Blaney restarted or rejoined the pack outside the top 10. He's driven up to 8, so pressure tires matter into the run. Filling my notebook. If I'm a
Feel like Hamlin's going to hang on to the stage win here. There's still 4 more laps.
Someone else we need to give a call to in the top 10, Michael McDowell. Great qualifying effort yesterday. He is 7th. 4 to go in the stages. Byron works over Briscoe next for 3rd.
He almost got to the outside of Briscoe. Now he's finally there down into turn 3. He's going to get side by side, but we've seen this corner just not provide the speed and grip. Can he stay on the outside? I believe he does. He's going to use the momentum off the top down the front.
Yeah, Briscoe's going to get passed by Byron, so. Yeah, like I said, Briscoe's lost that clean air. Now his car's worse.
After 51 laps led, the position's bleeding off for Briscoe with only a couple laps to go on the stage. Track position that he is going to want on the next restart.
On the other side of it, you've got William Byron comes in with a chance.
Hamlin has yet to pass Larson, so.
Is just keep adding those
Larson's
stages.
just got to keep near driving for the last 2 laps.
We crossed the start-finish line this time at stage 1. Hamlin 3/10 in front of Reddick as Byron once
Briscoe's
again goes
not going to
inside.
give up 4th, though.
Coming from behind, Moses
Or
Malone.
3rd, I should say.
Riley Hurts in the 35.
Yeah, Riley Hurts and Bubba Wallace racing for the free pass. Bubba Wallace had the speeding penalty. He would love to be able to get behind his 35 car. That could be a different night, a different trajectory for Bubba Wallace if he can get his lap back here at the end of the stage.
Yeah, Bubba Wallace trying to get his lap back from Riley Hurts. I think it's too big of a gap, though, unless Hurts makes a mistake.
I think Danny's just taking out the check right here. He's forgotten about trying to lap the 5. He would love to, but he's not going to get it done. He just wants to keep that 45 car behind him. I think he's going to do that easily.
Hamlin's making the smart choice and not going to try to lap Larson to take both of them out of the race. But Reddick, not that far behind, trying to make a run on the outside. Is it going to be enough? It's not going to be enough. And Hamlin is going to win stage 1.
He wins the stage in front of Tyler Reddick. Briscoe, Byron, Bell, the top 5.
Tip of the hat to Riley Hurst, who was able to hold
So, yeah,
Bubba Wallace. Big
Larson made it interesting. Most importantly, Larson stays on the lead lap. Albeninger got the penalty earlier to stop and go for failing inspection. He's 36th, the last car 1 lap down. All right, commercial break, so I'll be right back.
Join more than 7 million adults, like Michael, who've taken Ozempic.
As touring musicians, my type 2 diabetes could have slowed us down, but I didn't let it. I'm Michael from the Warren Treaty, and this is what my Ozempic era looks like. I'm lowering my A1C and lost some weight too. I also learned some people take Ozempic to lower the risk of major cardiovascular events like stroke, heart attack, or death. And others take it to lower the risk of worsening chronic kidney disease.
Don't share needles or pens or reuse needles. Don't take if you or your family had MTC, MEN2, or if allergic to it. Stop taking it. Get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck or any of these allergic reactions. Tell your provider if you plan to have surgery or a procedure, are nursing, pregnant, or plan to be. Serious side effects may include inflamed pancreas, gallbladder or severe stomach problems, or changes in vision. Call your prescriber if you have any of these symptoms. Taking with a sulfonylurea or insulin may raise low blood sugar risk. Common side effects include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, constipation. Some side effects lead to dehydration, which may worsen kidney problems. Discover the GLP-1 with the most FDA-approved uses. Ozempic.
Ever since we hired Dale Jr. at IHOP, breakfast has been moving fast. Look, it's pancakes! Dine-in delivery catering.
Will you sell my pancakes? This Xfinity Wi-Fi is.
Stop!
The Wi-Fi is booming like a.
XW
windshield. Green, deep sideways. It's bursting with Wi-Fi.
Well, if you only use an aluminum steel, it's going to warm too.
The Wi-Fi's moving.
Travel. It's gone from being an adventure to a checklist. But the world is still full of wonder. You just need a better way to find it. Introducing Airbnb Experiences. Master Ramen with an award-winning chef. Dive into underground jazz with a renowned bassist. Or see Notre Dame with her. She helped her story, by the way. Don't just see a place. Experience it.
NASCAR on Prime is brought to you by Cracker Barrel. And by Spectrum, a fast and reliable connection, making more things possible. Great night in the city, 30 miles east, Nashville Superspeedway. Pit stop's underway, Marty.
Top left of your screen, Denny Hamlin, playoff point in the bank for the 11 team. He said it was just 2-3 at the early part of the run, but the long run speed was terrific. Tyler Reddick said the last adjustment worked so well. Don't make any changes on this top. We just see clean air here.
Bottom left, we see William Byron slide into the chassis adjustment. Rear at the end of the run, he said, lost a chunk of rear grip, but it looks tightened up. Chase Briscoe down, bottom right, he said, losing the front turn and rear grip was the bigger problem, though, for them.
That fuel strategy by the Penske cars that allowed them to take 2 tires, and just like that, they gave a leapfrog. They win first and second off pit road.
They got it going on. Restart coming when we return.
So, you like NASCAR but don't know who to root for? Here's some Toyota legends from Get Behind. Meet Tyler Reddick. Crushed it in Xfinity Series and now he's here. Basically, the Cinderella story if Cinderella drove 200 miles per hour. Then there's John Hunter Nemechek. New kid on the block. All gas, no brakes. Oh, and Denny Hamlin. Ever heard of Daytona? He's won it 3 times. No big deal. We have a lot of drivers, all legends. You pick. You in?
The 3 for me, only at Chili's. Now serves up the all-new Big Q beef for just $10.99. And that's 85% more beef than some quarter-pound burger. Yeah, hey, fast food, this is how you value me. This Chili's food for me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
All right, I am back.
Racing isn't just a game.
John F. Kennedy, he was blown away in 1963. Sad day.
Practice is about
Real.
No.
Let's go, Daniel.
Yeah, what's up? But yeah, some dude just asked John F. Kennedy randomly in chat, and I was like, he was blown away in 1963. All right, so Hamlin won stage 1. Larson struggling in this race. I don't know. He hasn't been the same since the double last week. But most importantly, he stayed on the lead lap, so he still got a chance to win. But green flag pit stops or yellow flag pit stops are going to happen soon. So we're going to see what happens there. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the people that have headed late are going to stay out because they didn't really lose that much time.
They already did. You missed it.
Oh, I did? Okay.
Yeah. But Blaney leapfrogged them. I don't know who. I think Cindric might have too.
I can see it on here. Yeah, Blaney's ahead. That's kind of what I expected. Like the ones that hit it later were probably going to stay out.
Well, they didn't stay out. They had to take less fuel. They stayed.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, they took less fuel.
Yep.
As I was saying, tires. It seems like tires so far are not really making much of a difference. When Blaney was staying out for the longest time, he was only like a tenth slower than Chase Briscoe, and Briscoe was on newer tires. So you may be able. That's probably good news for drivers that want to mix some strategy later in the race if they want to hit from the back or stay out from the back.
To the lead, and we know how important track position is here, Carl.
And what I saw is it took 82 laps for this track to start widening out, right? So that's great for the fans. This is a slow burner in Nashville. It's going to get wider and racier. But I think they're picking up all the rubber and restarts.
But here's the insane thing about Amazon Prime. They were even giving side-by-side during the pre-race. During the pre-race. Fox would never.
Yeah, well, the thing with Prime is they get paid memberships, so they really don't care what their membership is.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just a bonus, really.
Mm-hmm.
And your only chance to get it is for the first 2 or 3 laps after a restart.
You put $5 on Denny Hamlin. He's making you look smart right now, Carl. Let's send it back up to the booth.
Hey, wait, that's taking a page out of my book. He was my one to watch last week.
So wait a second.
All right.
Go to the bar.
Where did Chase Elliott? Oh, he's an 8th. So he only lost a couple positions, so that's not bad. But 2 Penske teammates, Austin Cindric and Ryan Blaney, will be side by side on the restart.
They went under the hood to adjust on the back car, the 5 of Kyle Larson under the hood. So, Dale, you talk about how difficult it is to get the handling right. Some crew chiefs kind of jumping on it early, trying to get ahead with a lot of races still to go. It'll be interesting to see how these 2 tires fare in the front of the field, both Penske cars controlling this restart. But how will the strategy, that's going to be the telltale on the strategy if they actually can go out there and maintain this current track position.
All right. Austin Cindric and Ryan Blaney side by side. Green flags back in the air. Blaney getting a good push by Denny Hamlin in number 11. He's going to stay out, way out front. There's Byron trying to push Chase Elliott a little bit. Thought he was going to push him the wrong way and turn him there. That was pretty close.
And he knows it. That's why he's holding Hamlin so tight. How long can he do it, though? With Danny on those newer tires on the bottom of the racetrack. Pretty much.
So Hamlin side by side with Austin Cindric. Hamlin's going to complete the pass.
Between the 20 and the 45,
Looks like Chase Elliott's making ground. He's already up to 6. 2 spots made on a restart.
Right on board with the prime onboard camera. He's got his teammate who is outside the 24. Almost
Side by side with his teammate William Byron there.
Logano, Chase Briscoe trying to battle back toward the front. You point out Briscoe, that's what I was saying. Lead to 4.
Yeah, these drivers are going to be a lot more aggressive on the restarts because it's harder to pass on track on long runs.
These cars run outside car, the inside car, can't get into the outside car. That's what you want to try to do. Go down the corner, drive up to their door, get them tight and out of the gas. Back here in the back of the field, John Nemechek struggling through this track. This is the place where nobody's comfortable. Still battling side by side. Ready. Seatbelt, Byron, Chase Elliott, Logano, Briscoe.
And they're still side by side. And Reddick just cleared Christopher Bell for 4th.
Manufacturing solid efforts tonight through strategy and a nice game plan on track through a green flag cycle and 2 tire stops.
Yeah, Elliott's not wanting to give up that track position to William Byron. In 6th, side drafted his teammate. Just throughout the middle of the pack, he just can't get away from the side by side racing. Here.
I think mentality for him should be to be very selfish. Any opportunity, Trevor. Yeah, you're exactly right there. That's the mentality of this team is to go win races. Earlier, when you guys were talking about the Toyota issues, the 9 car was also complaining about the 7-color issue. Take a listen.
Yeah, I got the brake shake. Right now, I'd say it's probably the biggest thing car-wise.
Guys, that was back on line 30.
Yeah, just Elliott's not able to clear William Byron.
Right now, his biggest issue is the pitch of the race car.
They've been side by side for the past few laps now.
We talk so much about brakes in a high-speed racetrack. Brake shape very different than the brake pedal issue. So brake pedal too warm, pedal travels. Brake shape, if you can believe it, too cool. And what happens? The pads don't get heat up. They don't kind of get clean on the rotor. They leave blotchy. And as you step on the pedals, it literally shakes. Not only is it irritating.
I wonder if that's going to wear out your tires more. But this is concrete, so I'm not really sure.
Side by side, lap after lap. Teammates trying to be respectful. Behind them, the 22. And Briscoe is still going at it side by side. They haven't sorted that one out.
What about the level of concentration when you're driving lap after lap after lap with a guy right there on your floor?
Yes. You're giving your teammate a little bit extra room. But look at the side draft for Chase Elliott. He really wants the spot. Maybe right here. Can he do it? He just can't go to
Yeah, this Chase Elliott cannot get quite clear of William Byron.
Toyota side by side back behind them as well. Yeah, Stowe and Jones going at it. Chris Jones in the 343.
That's a good run from him.
And caution, Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Huge break.
Looks like he might have hit the wall.
Wave around. We see the NOS energy drink onboard camera for Stenhouse. So a major turn of events. A lot of drivers gambled for this yellow.
Yeah,
And they got
right rear kill.
right rear's killed is the radio on the 47. Yeah, this is a tough break for the 47. Damage to the right side of the race car. They came in above.
Yeah, Stenhouse being possibly contender for the playoffs with an issue. See what happens. Yeah, got loose and smacked the wall.
They lost control.
That looked like an Alex Bowman-like crash. Hopefully he doesn't have a concussion. Oh, he got hit by Hocevar. That's what happened.
We've known Stenhouse hang around in the garage, right?
Yep, Stenhouse is probably going to be waiting in his shorts later.
You can get him on a prime set when things are all said and done tonight.
The tough part about this.
Stenhouse and Stenhouse's dad will be waiting at the 77 trailer.
Every member of the Stenhouse family. It's like you pass curfew and your parents are waiting on you. Hey, short track racing. Dale Jr. just said short track racing. FDR. He was an okay president, but not the best. And everybody's pinning him. Seems like.
30% better at the beginning part of the run. Still 2-free, but it's better. Going to be fuel only for Hamlin.
Yeah, it seems like Russell were just getting fuel this time. While Blaney and Cindric are just. Blaney just took 2 tires. Hamlin, first one off pit road. Cindric, second. Logano, being strong in Pride Month, gains 5 positions in third.
This is the most pro Pride Month
And
top
Blaney's
3
in
off the
fourth.
pit road I've ever seen. Happy Logano month, by the way.
Yes, happy Logano month.
I bet.
It'll be pretty gay when he wins. Wait, let's see. Did Chase Elliott's pit crew mess up again? Oh, yeah, they did. He is a 19th. I'm not sure why their pit stop was slower there. But the field's kind of inverted because others took less fuel and some did not take tires and only took fuel. You know what? Knowing Alan Gustafson, he probably did 4 tires. He's probably like, well, let's pit. Something may happen, and it never does. Who sharded on my screen? Jack Link's jerky. No manners at all. I'm streaming. Let's look at the top 10 after pit stop. So we got Hamlin, Austin Cindric, Ricky Stenhouse. Well, no, not Stenhouse. Denny Hamlin, Cindric, Logano, Ryan Blaney, Christopher Bell, Tyler Reddick, Michael McDowell. Chase Elliott's back in 8th, so maybe there were some drivers that just hadn't pitted yet. 9th, Chase Briscoe, and 10th, William Byron. I hate it sometimes when NASCAR gets their scoreboards mixed up.
Make sure you check out Prime's exclusive in-race feature Key Moments during tonight's broadcast by clicking down on your remote. It's the easiest way to catch up on race highlights and flag changes as they happen. And if you're ever late to NASCAR on Prime, we've got you covered with Rapid Recap, where you can see all key race moments in 2 minutes or less. Under caution for the second time tonight, early stage 2.
All right, so that was the first caution for contact.
Yeah, FanDuel brings us all this look on board the cars for the most part. Dale, you kind of touched on it here.
I just hope Nashville's not like last year where we have so many overtimes.
The 47 did come down a little bit there too, so I wouldn't put that all on the 77.
I like aggression. I like hard racing, but this is the one where Carson, I think, could have a little discretion there would have gone a long way. Why? Because for the 47, this is a huge moment then. Yeah, absolutely. And you see the playoff points right
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, and that makes Stenhouse 10 below the cutoff line
This is a smaller team.
as they're running.
Grinds it out. This is a stubborn, hard race car.
And look how many points Chase Elliott has, and he still has yet to win a race.
That's better.
But their results speak otherwise. That's because he is a tough competitor and he gets more out of his equipment than most. You can't have weekends like this. They can't have falters like this and lose all these points. You see the frustration. Marty's going to be a long night riding around on this 47 car.
And as a quick reminder, they came inside the cut line into this race. Stenhouse said the steering wheel
It's pretty hot in Nashville. I wonder if we're going to see any tempers take over.
way further left than normal, and they said the turbo was knocked out 1 inch. It's going to be a long night for Ricky Stenhouse from here.
A long night with that much toe issue. Not sure if you can do your tires would make it. Looking back on pit road in the field. Coming back in the restart zone.
All right, pace cars back in. We got Denny Hamlin and Austin Cindric side by side. Green flags back in the air. And Hamlin looks like he's got that restart pretty well. And Byron with a good run on the outside. Wow, what aggressive run on the outside to get past those cars. You get a little bit up in the marbles, that can ruin your race. Oh, wow. Priest giving Chastain the bumper a little bit. Chase Elliott in between. Oh, he's about to get squeezed by, I think that's Eric Jones. Yeah, that's Eric Jones. He almost got squeezed by. Smart move to back off there. Live the next day. Do not. Oh, big crash. Alex Bowman. Noah Gregson and Kyle Larson. Wow. Is there a lot of damage on Larson, though? It didn't look like he had much damage, but it looked like he was caught up in that.
This is Nashville. When we have cautions, 30% of the time we have another yellow inside of
Yeah, Gregson's going straight to the garage.
Bigger than Nashville is that accurate. Take a look at the replay here. See how this happened? There's the 4-car Gregson, the 48. Getting down in the corner, right behind Corey Hine.
Yeah, Bowman just got in too deep. Hit Gregson. Oh, wow. Larson barely avoided that. I think he may be okay. Wow. He was that close for his racing being over. But he got on the brakes at the right moment.
Pros everywhere you need us. With every part you need. From brake pads to stock your shop in Orange County, California. To oil filters for your fleet in Orange County, Florida. It's why we built a nationwide network of parts and exceptional service, all driven by one mission: to keep businesses big, small, and everything in between moving full speed ahead.
Every lap, every race, every bit of pain traded for every hard-fought place. They're all jammed inside every can of NOS Energy. Go ahead, open up the can.
Like NASCAR, but all over the roof floor?
Yeah, that was fast.
Travel from dirt tracks to cup cars. This new kid is all gas, no brakes.
I've been waiting for another fight, so it's beautiful.
It's just a taste of our team of legends. Now you're up to speed. Win.
I wish my TV provider let me choose what I paid for.
Sling lets you do that.
I like the sound of that. I wish my TV provider let me pause my subscription when I want.
Sling lets you do that.
I wish my TV provider let me have hundreds of free channels.
Sling lets you do that too, fellow siren.
Choose and customize your channel life. More cost and watch for free.
Right, let's look at the top 10. So Hamlin, Cindric, Logano, Strong and Pride Month. Ryan Blaney in fourth. Fifth, Christopher Bell. Sixth, William Byron. Seventh, Eric Jones, who almost made contact with Chase Elliott a couple of laps before that. Eighth, Tyler Reddick. Ninth, Chase Briscoe. And 10th, Chase Elliott. It just seems like Chase Briscoe does not have racing speed. Has qualifying speed. He's good in clean air, but he just cannot execute in the race.
I think the problem for Briscoe is he doesn't know how to drive a good car. But he hasn't been in good equipment. He knows how to grind out like a really bad car, but when it comes to like racing and like just being able to run consistent laps, I just don't think he has gotten used to it. Honestly.
Yeah, I agree. It is a different team. So.
And again, he completely changed manufacturers and changed noses, and I mean that plays a huge factor, I think.
Mm-hmm.
They do things differently, so.
Yeah, so I believe it's like the third caution today. Yeah, 48 just got too deep, and that took out Gregson and himself.
That is a very hard, flat impact with the right side of the car. Larson does a good job to avoid everything, but you can see the 48 just get the looks right there. It doesn't take much. Wham! 4-car hard into the wall. And Ricky Stenhouse getting at his car in the garage. They're going to try to make some repairs on Sue. He is unhappy.
You talked about what has made them so good. And it's that bulldog mentality, not just for Ricky, but the entire team. So when you're taking out like this, I mean, it really, really pains you because you've done so much to put yourself in position for success.
And unfortunately, nose energy.
Nose energy. Wow.
Will he win a race or go to victory lane? No.
Go to the garage.
It's an opportunity tonight, right? 47, 48.
Well, I'm going to send something in the league check, Saucy, if you want to look at it. Newest edition.
Is it maybe a Ryan Freeze?
Oh,
Is there another driver around that level?
Michael McDowell.
Yeah, right. Are they going to capitalize on
Yeah, but I'm still mad at Lionel because when that car came, there was still some paint scraped a little bit on it. They should have put like fragile or something, so they wouldn't throw it around, but I guess it got a little bit damaged.
I marvel at team Penske.
I got the I got the race one. Truett last one. I got the really detailed version. I didn't realize how much detail they actually put into it. Like it's actually missing a tire.
Wow.
I think it was doing a burnout. And the other tires completely torn up.
Yeah. Let's see. Are they going to go back racing soon? I think they are.
It's 13th right now.
Moved up, taking advantage of the opportunity. Yeah, I love all these looks right here. The Toyota onboard as well with 49 and 67. That's a great look at what that rear view camera can do. That's that big display you see right on top of the dash.
Talk about a busy weekend of racing here in Nashville. High second Friday Truck Series race running full time there. He's finished top 3 in 8 of 12 races this year. Congratulations, Raja Caruth got the win Friday in trucks. Last night, Justin Allgaier did it here in Music City.
All right, yeah, pace car's in. We got Hamlin and Cindric. Can we make it? Can we stay green to the end of the stage? We'll see. Green flags back in the air. A lot of cars fanning out 3 and 4 wide in the back. Bell makes an aggressive block on Eric Jones, and he's going to get spun. Wow. Wow, he just took Bell out. Eric Jones did not like that block at all. Wow. Caution is out. We did not even make it a full lap. I got to see that. Wow. It just seemed like to me Eric Jones did not like that block by Bell.
Well, Logano tried to pull down and then realized he couldn't, then tried to go back up, and then he kind of checked up, and then Bell tried to go under him.
All right, they're showing a replay. Yeah, Logano made that Fontana-type block. And Eric Jones wasn't going to give way, and he just turned Bell.
I think what happened there on the front straightaway, it just stayed. Yeah, I think I had John Hunter Nemechek. I was Joe.
Chase Elliott was almost collected in that. He avoided a second wreck tonight. I'll say this, Chase Elliott's the best at wreck avoidance.
He probably lost like 5 spots from that at least.
Yeah. Well, at least he's not crashed out, though.
Yeah.
Wow, I bet there's going to be some drivers mad at each other later.
I feel like concrete tracks are always where people get pissed off at each other.
I'm telling you, they need to do the figure 8.
Or you jump in the middle.
Yeah. We can have 20 going one way and 20 going another. That'd be fun.
I'm pretty sure somebody would probably die.
Of laughter.
And while you're at it, put plows in front of half of them.
Yeah.
I love why would I choose
Okay, that's interesting type of mewing right there. I'm gonna have to send that to the league chat. That's interesting mewing. Yeah, that's Christian Rasmussen from IndyCar. I was like, wow. Yeah, they didn't have Alex Palou win today. They had Kyle Kirkwood. It's kind of like they're having a season kind of like F1 did in 23 where they had only like Palou and then another driver, and that was it. But yeah, they were racing in Detroit. They used to race at Belle Isle, but a lot of people don't like the track, and neither do I. The only thing that's cool about it is the side-by-side pit lane, where there's one lane, cars are pitting, and there's another lane, cars are pitting. That's the only thing I like about it. Other than that, I don't like the track at all.
That's cool.
Anyways, back to NASCAR. Has the top 10 changed at all? I believe it has. So now there's Denny Hamlin, Austin Cindric, Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, William Byron, Eric Jones, Tyler Reddick, Chase Briscoe. Chase Elliott's still in 9th. Then Michael McDowell's in 10th. I believe the time of caution is the reason why he's still in 9th. Because he would have been further back if the caution came out later.
All the danger, drama, and speed without pit stops. Stream high-octane hits like Reacher, Gladiator 2, and Twisters. It's on Prime. Big Reacher fan. Love me some Reacher on Prime. This Relief Lap sponsored by National Debt Relief. When debt hits
Oh,
hard.
yeah, I think you've seen it also as well. I added the Chase Elliott championship flag to the diecast. All I need is his signature now.
I did see that.
Tonight really is, right?
You know, there's some people that make like little replica trophies to give for it.
Yeah, I could probably get a championship trophy as well.
And I'm going to try not to jinx them, but I just want to point out Team Penske. I made a big deal out of it because I thought it was a big thing. Kind of nowhere to be seen last week's speed.
All right, can we please have some green flag laps and not kill each other?
It's just a handling thing for Charlotte because there's nothing slow about
While
it.
you're at it, you can get a Barbie doll dressed up like Chase Elliott.
Just please wait to kill each other at the end of the race. Not now. Got to make it there first.
This racing has been neat so far.
It was kind of a snooze fest for like the first 60 laps, but once Larson was holding him up, it got entertaining. Because Hamlin wasn't able to pass Briscoe at first when they were not in lap traffic. But it is getting towards the night, so maybe the passing's getting better. That's what I'm seeing.
They need to redesign the 24 Raptor car. Both of them are hitting the same ball.
Yeah. I'll say the Raptors need to come in. Green flags back in the air. Hamlin is a good restart. Chase Elliott all the way to the bottom. Looks like he got turned to the bottom a little bit. Looks like he's going to lose a couple of spots back there. Hamlin clear for the lead. Cindric right behind. Blaney's in third. And Blaney's going to try to charge under his teammate Austin Cindric. Is he going to complete the pass here? Trying to side draft. And looks like he is going to make the pass. So Blaney's going to be up to second. Yeah, Chase Elliott lost quite a bit of spots. He got pushed a lot on the bottom, and he lost a couple of spots. Corey Heim is ahead of him in 13th. A good run by Corey Heim. Josh Berry is now in the top 10. So it's Ty Gibbs.
How the fuck is Larson 27 seconds back?
His car has not been good for some reason. I'm shocked.
Yeah, but they just started 3 laps ago. He's 27 seconds back.
He wants to get the pit road now. Was way up the racetrack on the first corner.
He's just having that type of day where his car is terrible.
Think about all the trouble this team has had recently. Outside the top 10, 5 consecutive races. Last week, so good in Charlotte.
They must have brought his Chip Ganassi car or something. Oh, he came to pit road for a loose wheel. That's why he's back there.
Clear information from Cliff Daniels. They look at post-pit stop data. They can decide if the wheels are tight or not tight. They call Larson to pit road at the field to the green. Rat stays on the racetrack, though, this time by. Not sure.
Yeah, so that's going to put Larson, 35th. So he's going to have to fight his way to stay on the lead lap again.
But he does stay on the racetrack, but he is still off the pace a little bit to the rest of the field. Down the back straightaway.
Tyler Reddick looks like he may be having issues.
I guess the good thing with that, if he pitted and took fuel, though, you might be able to stretch it to the end of the stage.
It looks like Reddick's spinning. He may have some problems. Yeah, flat tire possibility on Reddick.
Doesn't look like it has as much air. It's hard because they run very little air pressure. He restarted at 7. Here he is on pit road. 172 to go. There's time to come back from it. See if that left rear is low on air or not.
You know, I was asked earlier this week, would I be able to fight 100 Josh Berries? And I said back, bring me to Daytona. They will all flip.
He needs a great run. This team struggled this year to get the performance that they're used to. Josh Berry, the Wood Brothers 21.
But right now, Josh Berry is not on his roof. He's flat on the track trying to pass Ty Gibbs. And he's going to clear Ty Gibbs for 9th. Oh, spin! Corey Heim! And into the wall.
I might have saved Larson.
Oh, man. Hard hit by Corey Heim. He definitely got tagged by somebody, but it went too fast. I couldn't really tell. I feel bad for Corey Heim. He was running pretty good and just got caught up in the mess.
Toyota 2311, they believe in him. He's a rocket in the truck series.
You can't make it up. I mean, the one top 10 they had, Bubba and Talladega.
Well, he's saying it's his fault, but I wonder how it's his fault.
This is the good news that they had to spread. There's been so many tough moments for this organization.
See how this happened. I really was expecting a great run out of this kid tonight.
All right, he's side by side with Brad Keselowski.
Keselowski off of turn 4.
He wasn't clear. He squeezed Keselowski into the wall, and round he goes. Yeah, rookie mistake for sure. I'm still really annoyed they took away the rookie stripes.
I agree. I think it's kind of cool too, especially for like collecting. Like hey, this is a rookie car. Like I have Jimmy Johnson's rookie car.
Yeah. Also, it was tradition too, and also like for the newer fans, they could be able to tell who was a rookie and who wasn't.
Exactly. I think don't they still do it in Xfinity and trucks, or did they get rid of it altogether?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I haven't really paid attention to that.
I'm pretty sure Waffle's car has not Waffle, but also Zillage. I'm pretty sure they both have yellow stripes.
Silver lining here for 2311. Free pass, Tyler Reddick, so he's back on the lead lap. Hamlin, Blaney, Logano, the top 3. You're watching NASCAR on Prime.
Subway's Meal of the Day gives you 7 of our most legendary subs, packed with protein and fresh chopped veggies for just $6.99.
Did you sleep? You know.
Get 7 legendary subs with chips and a drink for $6.99 each at Subway today.
Run ultra fast. You need an advanced dynamic system. Now the Zenfix Motor X tire inflator has one.
All right, so yeah, Corey Heim's out of this race. So let's see how many DNFs we got. So that's 4 cars out of the race. Corey Heim, Alex Bowman, Noah Gregson, and Ricky Stenhouse.
I love that, like 3 weeks ago, Lars ran the most dominant race he's run in recent time and got the points lead, and he decided, nah, I don't really want the points lead, and just decided to have horrible races.
Yeah. Just that kind of luck for some drivers.
Now, I can't wait to say,
absolutely.
Transformative relief from joint pain and stiffness, less fatigue, and for some, 0 swollen joints.
I'm back to what inspires me.
Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infection.
Oh, by the way, I saw your comment about the signing thing for like people that would race and they charge, like you buy a diecast. Almost every driver will sign multiple things, even if you. So, like I got quite a few things signed. So some are you don't care.
Because I saw that the Hendrick haulers were doing that for some reason. I was like, uh-oh.
That's what they did for where I went because there was just so many people. So they limited it. You had to go like the day before during the Xfinity race and buy the ticket for it. I think Elliott was actually the only one that didn't sign cars that day. Because Larson and Byron and Bowman did. Elliott didn't.
Yeah. I'm going to try to find out a way how I can meet Chase Elliott this year. I hope I can meet him somehow.
Just sneak into his house.
I mean, it looks like he's more at the haulers this year, so maybe there's a chance. Looks like they're fixing damage on Keselowski's car. So he's probably going to be in the back during the restart. Yeah, it could be a possibility I'm going to the IndyCar race in a couple of weeks during the Mexico race.
Oh, nice.
So, I mean, not guaranteed yet, but there could be a chance I'm going to the one at St. Louis. I hope so, but you never know.
Who designed that?
Yeah, that's kind of mid, honestly. That paint scheme.
That is the worst looking car I've ever seen.
We'll take that back. There's the Chase Elliott Darlington throwback.
That's true. That's easily the worst throwback that Elliott ever had. Like I was playing some of the older racing games, and some of his other throwbacks were peak.
Honestly, that Heinz scheme is probably better than Chase Elliott's throwback this year. See what Sinhouse has to say.
From about 10 car lengths back, and then that time I just opened my entry a little bit, and he overcharged the corner and just drilled us in the road rumble. So I'd say it's not out of the norm for him, but I definitely wasn't expecting that at that point in the race. Just bummer for us. Our Holton alternating gearing available at Amazon Camaro wasn't great, but we were kind of making changes. I felt like that restart I was a little bit better than where I was the run before, and we were just burning our right rear tire off there throughout the run. So bummed that our day ended like that. Definitely have something to do about it at one point.
Unfortunately, the first DNF of the year.
Man, he's not going to wait in his shorts.
Unfortunately.
To me that sometimes he's not going to start post-car break.
And it was interesting. I was talking to Carson this morning just about all the.
Also, I heard someone say that Carson Hocevar reminds people of the young Kyle Busch. Just him being aggressive and running into people.
Yeah, I can see that.
And someone said the only difference between Carson and Kyle Busch, Carson's liked, Kyle Busch wasn't.
Has Spire ever won a race in the Cup Series?
Yeah, they did. I think they did with Justin Haley whenever they had that rain delay, that rain race in 2019.
Those don't count, though.
So that's the only time I think they've won a race.
Gotcha. All right, this is gonna be it seems like it's gonna be a Toyota Ford battle for this
All right.
race.
Blaney and Hamlin side by side. Right, it didn't seem as aggressive this restart. Let's get some green flag laps, guys. Come on. Yeah, Byron's making a lot of ground on the outside, just past Cindric. More positions gained. And now he's going to close in on Logano for third. But Logano, fueled by LGBTQ, trying to stay side by side with Byron, and he's slow. He's going to get challenged by Eric Jones.
Eric Jones is fucking ballsy today. He's
Yeah, he is.
Top 15 to the last 3 races, including the top 5. Good for him. Texas.
Down that straightaway side by side with the 22.
Oh, Larson 3 wide with SVG and Christopher Bell. Chase Elliott back there too. Oh, Larson's starting to gain positions.
Yeah, he's freaking moving.
I think the track is starting to get racier because it's getting cooler and darker.
That caution definitely saved him with that loose tire. You would be so screwed right off front. You're so back.
Oh, SVG giving Cole Custer the bumper right there. And Ty Dillon giving Larson a bumper. Wow. Some drivers are not afraid to use their bumper today. Oh, Josh Berry. What a move on the top. To clear Ross Chastain up there. Able to go for the gap. And he took it.
50 laps or 45 laps to go at this stage. Man, the intensity just feels really high for this moment. And I love showing it.
Yeah, SVG's running top. Well, she's running 16th, but he's running around top 15. That's not bad. He's starting to improve. I noticed that the past couple of weeks. He's starting to figure out the car.
Yeah, he's coming up to some road courses too, where he actually has like more machine on.
Yeah, Larson's having a hard time trying to pass Ty Dillon right now. Back there. Hamlin's still ahead of Blaney, by the way. Hamlin, Blaney, and Byron is pretty much in a blanket. They've gotten away from Logano. That's 2.5 seconds back. Yeah, Eric Jones running top 5. He may have a chance to win here.
We got to give him some credit. Second in this race last year, best career finish. But you know what? On their green flag stop at the end of stage 1, they took 2 tires so they could stay on the lead lap. That's what kept them in the game. And now they've got some track position. Talking about the California driver, Zane Smith.
Hocevar is also in the top 10.
Just run some laps.
We're on the chip, you know.
Busy. Trevor.
Still got a little more than 40 laps to go in stage 2. Race has definitely gotten slower because we've had more cautions.
Remember that alliance with the Wood Brothers Ford? And saw that 12 was so strong, so they kind of went that direction with their setup. Just a minute ago, though, they're still looking for some more speed so they can do some strategy. Take a listen.
Still working on it. We're a bit too far off on pace to do anything crazy here. We'll just give up on the car until we get his drive better, and then we'll try and do some off strategy stuff later, get some transition once we get the pace better.
You guys said it earlier, Steve. You got to have a good car to get off sequence. Maybe they can get this 21 dialed in.
That's absolutely the case, right? It's easy to call strategy when you have a fast race car because if you're not perfect, you know the speed will at least kind of mask some of the poor decisions.
There's the one at Chastain, but that 20 car, Christopher Bell, is the one that's impressive right now. He was backwards and in the wall just minutes ago, and now he's working to the inside of Chastain, taking 13th spot away and looking for more.
I've always used the phrase driving angry. Maybe just additional motivation after the adversity, whatever it is. We haven't talked a lot about Bell hanging there 5th, 7th, 8th, gets involved in that accident, and since that time, he is just really driving that thing up through there.
Correctly? Is that
Very rarely do you hit things that make them go faster, but sometimes it happens.
It's kind of like Edwards on the back flip when he was winning here. You just stick the landing, right? Then you're okay.
Wow. Let's just remind everybody the wreck that this 20 was in, right?
Yeah, so Bell, not completely out of this race. He's trying to work his way back to the front. And when Bell hit the wall earlier, it didn't seem like he got a lot of damage. But honestly, he's probably driving in anger. He's probably trying to catch back up to Eric Jones.
The day that Christopher Bell gets into a fight with somebody will be so funny because he's just the most chill dude. I could never see him actually fighting someone.
Agreed.
Not just in the game, but advance forward after starting 15. They got
Blaney has not let Hamlin get away, though. Not that far behind in second.
Specifically how they're won. The top five, they call the race in what I would consider an absolute gamble. That has become the norm. What a gamble is now is something outside of even perception or the idea that you would even try it 5 years ago. These crew chiefs continue to move the line. We see it a lot in other sports as well. Data analytics have changed the decision making. You see Jonathan Hassler on the bottom of the screen.
I doubt if anyone's going to pit this stage.
Having Jonathan, him, his relationship with Blaney, the trust they have in one another.
Great leader for the team.
Absolutely.
He's the coach. Blaney's the quarterback. Right now, they're executing the game plan. Hamlin leads at Nashville.
I think Logano brought an extra large fuel tank again this time.
I hope not. But it's Pride Month, so probably.
Should give him a special edition paint scheme for that.
Honestly, they might. Anyways, there's 2 Spire cars in the top 10, Hocevar and Michael McDowell. Spire's actually gotten pretty good. I say. They just haven't had the finishes. They've had the speed, just not the finishes.
They're definitely a sleeper team. Like, I noticed they have better equipment than RCR.
Yeah, Kyle Busch is running 18th. Austin Dillon's running 30th.
You're washed. Never been good.
See, Brad Keselowski, speaking of washed, Brad Keselowski is running in 32nd.
Yep.
But it's probably because of crash damage, so probably just more bad luck.
That was 10 car.
You know what I can see happening, though? Is that there's going to be more drivers trying to win and they have bad luck happen and they crash somehow. I can see that happening. I'd say Kyle Busch somehow runs to the front and then he crashes. Ryan Blaney's probably going to have bad luck again.
We cleared him. Got him.
Oh, wow. Bubba Wallace trying to go to the bottom. Trying to make a move. And he does. He used a slingshot, as they call it in Talladega Nights. But Ty Dillon's still racy on the outside.
The Chosen last summer.
Wow, Amazon Prime making a movie about Jesus? I had never heard that
30
before.
laps to go. Stage 2, Cracker Barrel 400, Nashville Super Speedway.
Hamlin
NASCAR
still in the lead of Ryan Blaney. William Byron's in third, so not really much has changed there. We finally got a decent green flag run. Finally. Besides earlier in the race.
11 different organizations, top 15 last Sunday in the Coke 600.
We're now less than 30 laps to go in stage 2.
You mentioned Blaney on the older left side tire. You have to imagine if they do get even on tires, he's going to have a little bit of an advantage in speed. He's got a holding right here. This St. Martin behind this 11, running a little bit higher. You know that he's really pushing the car on that car. Closing the gap here, though. It looks like we might have a battle on our hands for 4 laps.
You look at the season for Blaney, highs and lows. He's had some wonderful runs with 5 DNFs tied for the most in the series. And then you look at
Byron's running the fastest lap right now.
There he is.
Oh, never mind. Blaney just ran a faster lap.
Yeah, he's trying to use that same line Hamlin did on Briscoe earlier. And now Blaney's closest he's been to Hamlin. So you going to try to pass him here? Hamlin slides up. This is his opportunity right here. Ryan Blaney. On the bumper of Hamlin. Gonna try to go to the bottom. On the inside. But Hamlin still has the acceleration in the straightaway. But Blaney's closer, and you know how hungry Blaney is for a win with all the bad luck he's had this year. Led so many laps, but just could not win races. And don't forget, Penske's won this race last year with Yano. Much I hated that race because that's why he won a championship. Here comes Blaney. Closer. When will he pounce on Hamlin? When will he have the momentum to make the move? Yeah. Yeah, you see what I mean, Saucy? Whenever a car just gets behind, they get close, but they just don't have clean air, and that's why they cannot pass.
That's going to be so frustrating.
Kind of use that car for a pick as well, that lap car. But Blaney's definitely up here because he had that strategy during the pit stops earlier where he stayed out longer, didn't have to take as much fuel as the field, and was able to gain all that track position.
Let's see what you fucking Nico Menard's car doesn't look completely pass.
They're there every week in the early portion of the race.
Very defensive move by the 11.
I honestly don't understand why Menards doesn't go with a full paint scheme.
It's one thing to say you're going to win something. I agree with John.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
But the first one basically guarantees the playoffs. That takes the pressure off those DNMs.
Yeah, gap is pretty much even between Hamlin and Blaney. But Byron in third is closing. And don't forget those passes he made on the outside. He could be a threat for this stage 2 wins.
And give your team the proper setup week in, week out. The wiggle there for the 12.
Got some clean air on the bottom there.
So fast. And this is the 11 block the 12. You see just behind the 12. Here comes the Byron.
Oh, there he comes.
Oh, there he is. Almost to the
Oh.
Then he's going to clear off the corner, though.
Yeah, Hamlin just has that acceleration off the corner.
We're going to find out whether Diddy's got more in his pocket, a little more race car than he's showing.
That was a 12 that he pulled in Austin Dillon right now.
Great corner right there for Diddy.
Good drive through him.
12. Here comes Blaney down the back straightaway.
Oh, yeah, Hamlin hit that bump. But it's not really going to hurt his speed much.
Here comes the 24 closing in on this battle.
It's great. 3 teams, 3 manufacturers, 3 outstanding drivers.
Hamlin trying to take Blaney's line here. Oh, Hamlin slides up. This could be Blaney's chance right here.
Blaney, you got to go if you want to get this guy.
He goes all the way to the bottom. Hamlin. Yeah. Just no matter what Blaney does, he cannot pass Hamlin. And here comes Byron on the outside.
Well, you know, Hamlin's going to have to block one lane and get someone through clean air.
Stage 1. 19 to go, stage 2.
And Byron's going to complete the pass on Blaney. And now he's going to try to move. Oh, he goes to the inside on Hamlin. Takes away his line. But he cannot get the car to turn on the bottom line. But he stays even with Hamlin. Side by side for the lead.
That's got to be the most frustrating thing to see as a 12. After you try to pass him for like 15 laps, just have the 24 drive right by both of you.
Yeah, it seems like what Byron's going to do right here. Still side by side with Hamlin. Can Hamlin keep the lead? He did it with Blaney, but can he keep it from Byron?
comes the 12 now. This is unreal.
That's good side-by-side racing. And Blaney's going to make it 3 wide.
The yellow line not out of bounds here.
Thinks twice.
Oh my gosh.
Backs off. But he could have the run here. Byron slides up. And Blaney's not going to be side-by-side with Byron.
Nice.
Ryan Blaney trying to be an opportunist right here. Trying to get the lead. And is he going to clear Byron? Yes, he does. Blaney to the lead. That was calculated by the 12 car right there. And he's going to try to run away with this lead. Yeah, that was crazy. He just waited for Hamlin and Byron to slide up, and he just got a good run on the inside.
Yeah, he said, I'll let them make each other mad, and then I'll just drive by. It's good racing.
Yeah, it is. Now we got 15 laps to go in stage 2. Hamlin is brought back third now. See how Hamlin feels now that it's not good to have clean air. Nematode is running in 24th. So Michael Marutz calls Cody Ware Cody Underwear now.
Based. So is it Rick Underwear Racing?
Rick Underwear Racing. Huh?
R-U-R?
Yeah, Stenhouse just said no, that costs too much money. If he was going to go confront Carson Hocevar. Yeah, that's the thing that's annoying about NASCAR. They promote fights and stuff, but they find them really big.
Yeah.
They're comical. Like, whenever that Stenhouse and Bush fight happened last year, they're like, oh my goodness, look at this. The drama, the tempers, flaring. All of a sudden, Stenhouse gets hit with a big fight.
Use your life. Yeah, we're taking your life savings now.
Yeah.
And we're going to use this free promotion.
Yep. They're suggesting that Stenhouse should have auctioned his jeans for, or his jorts for charity.
Should have.
An unprecedented transcontinental race.
Or to pay the fine.
It's like, I think Bowman did that when he got into that beef with Hamlin. When he wrecked him. Made sure it's saying he was a hack or something like that.
Yeah.
More bright lights, more Nashville lights, more Motor City speed, more passion unleashed, more history made, more precision display, more moments.
It really does, like, it almost benefits you to be this car sitting in third when they're side by side like that.
That does.
Just sit there, wait for them to get loose and drive under them both.
Closing on 10 laps to go, stage 2 at Nashville.
Yeah, my Discord's working better today because I got a new phone a couple weeks ago.
And the 77 of Hocevar really strong.
Yeah, Hocevar gaining positions. He's about to pass Chase Briscoe.
Alex Coleman, who is still in the garage and still in the car after that wreck earlier on. They have to change
And Briscoe got loose up the track. They're still trying to work on Bowman's car.
for the fuel. But what took so long and is taking so long is Blake Pierce told me NASCAR made them change the rear bumper of the car. So to help with that, Jesse Saunders, who's the car chief for Kyle Larson, came over to make that happen. Remember, this is the team currently in the playoffs, above the cut line, on point, but losing valuable points sitting back here in the garage area trying to make repairs in Nashville.
NASCAR had said that if you go to the garage to make repairs, they're going to take the time this car is designed where the bumpers are the crush zone. So if they had to change the bumper, that tells me that it had already crushed enough that NASCAR felt like it wouldn't be functional in a secondary wreck. So that's why they asked them to change it.
Already talks about the points. Right now, Bowman 48 above the cut line. And then I go to Chase Briscoe. Starts on the pole. And he had a good run there in the opening stage. Gets 8 points. But here he is sliding back and in danger of falling outside the top 10 at the end of stage 2. Now we do our credit one bag. Ones to watch.
Well, let's focus on Briscoe. You mentioned it, falling back. He's 9th, but Briscoe's led 51 laps tonight. He's only led 30 laps.
Yeah, so your top 10 as they run, we got Ryan Blaney, William Byron, Denny Hamlin, Joey Logano, Eric Jones, Austin Cindric, Carson Hocevar, Zane Smith, who almost won this race last year, Chase Briscoe, and Josh Berry in 10th. Yeah, Elliott has dropped to 21st. SVG's running 15th, so he's having a good run.
Carson Hocevar, great practice yesterday. Didn't qualify where he wanted to, but here he is tonight, finding his way to the front. Really good late in this run. He's 7th. Now, the second-year driver just needs to finish the deal, something he couldn't do last Sunday in the Coke 600.
Yeah, Hocevar, it seems like he's got a good car, and he's chasing down Austin Cindric. It seems like he's got the best car on the track right now.
We should check back in after a restart. We have some traffic back there. You'll be able to see. It's like a high-def video game. He's driving as much out of that camera on the top of his dash as he is the windshield just above him.
He's comfortable with that because he is a gamer. 77, picking up another one, going around Austin Cindric, or trying to anyway. 5 to go, stage 2.
Saw those laps that he was able to run in practice. Hocevar just
Yeah, I got loose under Austin Cindric and wasn't able to make a move there.
It's not a fluke anymore. You know, we saw it last week at the 600. We've seen it several times this year where this team's ran really competitive laps in practice and it's shown up in the race to be able to back it up. Happened at the end of the night. Started to be a weekly thing for Hocevar, and not a stretch to think that they could win a race this year. I know you just highlighted Eric Jones, but he just continues to remind me of the improvement of legacy motors on this thing. And this has been
Hocevar unable to make a move there because of that lap car of J.J. Yeley.
it's been his teammate Minachek who's been the more impressive one over the last probably 3 or 4 weeks. So Eric wants to go out there and perform and show what the gains that the team has made. And
I don't know. It's just refreshing that Dale Jr. is back in the move.
But he still has the low left side tires on. He's driven out to a 2.2 second lead. So that tells me if you're Rudy Fugle, if you're the crew chief of the 24, right? If you're Chris Gale, the crew chief for Denny Hamlin, you need to let your driver know, I know you think we're close. We're not. We need more speed. Do you have a balance issue? If not, maybe there's some less air pressure in the rear tires. Maybe there's a better aero position. I need to find something for my driver to try to keep up.
Hocevar still.
Yeah, Hocevar not trying to get away. Still trying to stay.
Zane Smith there.
He's still trying to pass Cindric. And Cindric has closed on Eric Jones. And Hocevar is going to try to use that same move that Byron did, but he just does not have the grip.
Front row represented with Zane Smith. Here's Blaney.
As there's 1 lap to go for Blaney in stage 2. Hocevar is not giving up on that bottom, though. We just can't get the car to stick.
Hey, here's another thought. Remember month and a half ago when they made the pit crew changes for Blaney? They've been the best on pit road since then. And we know how big pit stops are going to be trying to maintain track position control this race. Here comes final lap. Back to the start-finish line.
Yep, Blaney's easily going to win stage 2. And Hocevar.
He's not going to have it.
Wow.
Just behind the further monitor. Now, NASCAR will look at my camera. It's okay.
Yeah.
That's close. I think Cindric might have got that position down.
He's won stage 2, but he only went on to win 2 in the previous 24. He's the man in charge in Nashville. Great to have you with us on a Sunday evening in Music City. You're watching NASCAR.
All right, 2 stages complete. 1 more stage to go. I'll be right back while we're on commercial break.
Just a game. It's a way of life. Every lap, every moment. Practice is about consistency. Winning doesn't come easy. My turn, Bubba. Fuel the road. Own the race. Logitech G wheels and pedals available now on Amazon.
The only way to save the ranch is to take it.
Yellowstone Season 5 Part 2 is now available on DVD and Blu-ray with over 2 hours of special features. Yellowstone Season 5 Part 2, only now on DVD and Blu-ray.
Own a design studio. Win a really big design contract. Realize you're more of a creative type than a finance type. Realize you got this. Use QuickBooks to get your cash flow flowing. Get live expert assistance to maximize your tax savings. I can help with that. Get back to doing what you love. Manage and grow your business all in one place. Intuit QuickBooks. Your way to money.
Meet the IHOP House Fades value menu. Everything's just $6. Like the breakfast fades combo, $6. French toast breakfast, $6. $6 for all this and all that. That's a lot of breakfast for $6. Weekdays at IHOP.
Travel. It's gone from being an adventure to a checklist. But the world is still full of wonder. You just need a better way to find it. Introducing Airbnb Experiences. Master ramen with an award-winning chef. Dive into underground jazz with a renowned bassist. Or see Notre Dame with her. She helped her story, by the way. Don't just see a place. Experience it.
Online security is, like, as a mom, one of the very highest priorities. There's so many things that we have to watch out for. With Spectrum, I don't have to worry about it. I know when my kids are on their devices, they are protected because I'm not always sitting right next to them. The reliability, the connectivity, the security, everything is kind of all in one. That absolutely makes it worth it to me.
Fast, reliable internet, starting at $30 a month, backed by the Spectrum commitment to keep you connected.
2 stages down here at Nashville Super Speedway. Cup Series, Ryan Blaney in charge right now on entertaining stages.
Tires for everyone here. The question is, how valuable is fuel to you? Leave on tires, short on gas. Hang out a little bit.
All right, just in time for pit stops.
Yes, sir. Jordan Logano was one of those cars that didn't take any tires last time. You might see a little longer stop here on his 4-tire stop. He's been battling the short run versus long run for the balance of this car, Marty.
Then he Hamlin said, "Holy smokes, man, I lost all of my room on entry and exit at the end of the run." Also, his drink system inside the 11 car is not working. Chris Gall said, "Wait on me. We're going to wait on you."
Chassis adjustment for William Byron. He just needed.
All right, so Hamlin waiting on fuel.
Went away. Green had told him to save fuel there at the
Come on, someone beat Logano off pit road, please.
So you didn't see him wait there. Blake
Oh.
tighten up a little free clean air.
Logano wins the race off pit road.
Logano +3, but what's the issue there?
+3 to the top, but NASCAR's going to take a look at this. Watch this fuel man tries to stay plugged in as long as possible. Gets engaged, falls. We're going to have to see if that can cross the line. It'll be a penalty, or can he get a little stick save?
Let's see. Yeah, did that fuel can cross the line? Please cross the line. I don't want to see Logano lead.
Stopped my day before it started. Then things started to change for me when I found
It looks like others stayed out though, so Logano's not going to be in the lead. That's good.
Less fatigue, and for some, zero swollen joints.
I'm back to what inspires me.
Serious side effects like suicidal thoughts and behavior, infections, and low ability to fight them, liver problems, and inflammatory bowel disease occur. Tell your doctor if these happen or worsen, or fevers, chills, muscle aches, or cough occur, or you've had a vaccine or plan to. Before starting, get checked for infections, tuberculosis, and liver problems.
Give yourself a chance to say, I'm back.
Ask your doctor about Benzellix.
Ever since we hired Dale Jr. and I, breakfast habit will be fast.
All right. Go, hey, go, three, go, go.
Is that tilting?
Order for catering? It's pancakes.
Delivery cake.
Will you sell my pancakes?
From racetrack to ride, Mobil will Motor Oil's Multi-Techno Drive. Drive more BTP.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. The heartbeat's strong,
Saucy just sent me a reel.
America's most dependable truck. And every Chevy truck, every Chevy driver, dependability is on
Oh, is he trying to scam or something? That's crazy.
Michigan Sunday. NASCAR. It's on Prime.
We did Jim on the calendar. The summer stretch is here. We're heading to Michigan next week, Friday. Market by MSC. Some qualifying Saturday. Cup practice qualifying as well. See it on Prime Video. Truck race on Fox Saturday afternoon and Sunday. Round 15.
That's a good reel. I'm not describing what it is on here, but good reel. Jader is 20 minutes away from being on the watch party.
Corey called it safe.
Well, that's what we call dogs on pit road.
Oh man, Logano's safe. The strategy plays in his way. He may win a second national race in a row. How fitting on the first day of Pride Month.
Well,
don't look now, but the champ is on the front row. As far as we know what happens when the 22 gets a sniff of the front row. You're not getting it away. That's what Penske rebound comes up with last week. Well, the 12 and the 22 in the front row this restart.
I always love when Logano fans say that everybody always meat rides Kyle Larson, but anytime anybody talks about Logano, oh, the champ. Like bro, last year. No one cared.
Well, my new friend here, Arson Coker.
Oh no, I guess NASCAR.com did not update their scoreboard, and Logano is in the lead. So please, Blaney, please, anybody, even anybody on track, even Cody Ware, I don't care. Pass Logano.
I can go for a Cody Ware win.
Looking for payback at some point, Adam, but he was asked about will it happen tonight. He said no, it was too expensive. I think that goes to the $75,000 fine in the All-Star race.
Here we go. Logano, Blaney, side by side. Yes, Hamlin, make it 3 wide, please. Oh no.
Fucking 4 wide almost.
Well, look at Byron on the outside. He's strong up there. Well, Logano's in the lead. Blaney's in second. Byron's third. Eric Jones fourth. And Hamlin fifth.
Larson smelling the top 15.
Kyle Busch working his way into the top 10, I think. Right behind Ross Chastain, we got a crash.
Oh.
Ryan Preece. The caution's out. Yeah, Kyle Busch is running 8th.
Last year was chaos in the final stage, but it started early in this race, and I think this will be a long stage 3.
Well, I'll say this, the cautions are good for Jader, because he may make it before the race ends.
How's you working?
I'm in a dirty air, so right there, it's Preece off into turn 1, out of the gas. He just loses the back. So that's the dirty air I think we're hearing, right?
Yeah, he got loose and hit the wall.
Gets in there, loosens the downforce underneath the car, kind of comes out of the racetrack.
What is Trimble?
He trembled into the wall.
Really keeps that car from sliding up into the wall even harder. So he tries to drive the car in the throttle down the racetrack, hoping to lessen That's why he's able to roll away, hoping to not have too much damage. When you spin the car around backwards, you want to stand in the throttle and slow down that rate of the car accelerating into the wall.
Just look over the live points. Stenhouse is there. Reese is there. All of his drivers came in with big question marks when it comes to the standings, and they face some challenges this season.
Enter for a chance to win the full tilt racing experience. For the grand prize that includes round-trip airfare for two to Atlanta, Georgia. The 2025 Michelin VIP Versuche Le Mans experience stage, where you'll enjoy a 3-night stay and will experience the Chateau on it. The grand prize also includes VIP access to the race, as well as $500 in EV credit for your transportation. Scan the QR code to enter now. No purchase necessary and 6/30/25 18+ age appropriate.
Subway's protein-packed footlongs check all the boxes. Juicy chicken or layers of fresh sliced deli meats? Check. All your favorite Subway sauces? Check.
Correct. Ryan Priest.
On the app and another half off. Great deal? Check, check. Order now on the Subway app.
Got 100 laps to go, though. We're almost done with 2/3 of the race.
New brakes? Check. Roll cage? Check. The spoiler's so big it doubles as a picnic table? Oh, you bet. Every apex we nail, every second we shave, it's all knowledge that goes right back to you, Rob. Is that fun? It is. You in?
You can run the perfect race.
Denny Hamlin leading the pack on the final lap.
And then, boom.
Oh, Hamlin's hit. Hamlin is out of it.
That's true in racing and life.
Hamlin advertising himself wrecking is beautiful.
Definitely helps you take control. So you can pay less than
What'd you say?
Hamlin advertising himself wrecking is beautiful.
Yeah, that actually is funny.
Get started today.
Earnhardt, the documentary, now out streaming on Prime. All 4 episodes, outstanding, Dale.
Yeah, we're getting tons of great feedback. Everyone who watches it, all my friends, family,
Oh, boy.
you know, great comments about it.
Illusions.
I've known you for years and I've learned stuff. It is such a great watch.
Now our Napa know-how moment.
Yeah, right now we're under caution because of the crashes, and you provided you opportunities on these restarts to gain spots, but also to
All right. More of these cautions. Can somebody pass Logano, please? You know, with all these cautions, this is starting to look like one of our Heat 5 races.
A year ago, Joe Logano went 110 laps to win this race. I look at the leaders. I think some are short, some have more than others. I'm going to give you a name. Zane Smith, all the way back in 17. Slow pit stop. He might be the only one in the lead last full of people.
And he finished second in this race last year. He's kind of fine. Very comfortable at this track. We'll get set for the green flag, but we were talking standings. There's been so much movement, but go right down to the cut line. Reese +2, Busher -2, Stenhouse at -2, 4 points back. Hocevar, Allmendinger. I mean, it's incredible how tight.
Looks like Logano and Blaney will be side by side.
Got 7 spots on that last.
Hocevar restarting in 5th, right behind William Byron.
This could be the day. If he makes the playoffs, they make it all the way back in Nashville. They made it happen. These restarts, Dale, you talked about it. William Byron has been making this a clinic of 3 wide top in 1 and 2. He did it for row 4. He did it for row 3. Right here, he jumps it outside.
Byron thinks he's kind of Larson today.
Yeah, he does. No, imagine Byron looks really good, and then he just loses on like one of the final laps again.
I started on the bottom too. That sucks, Trent.
Yeah, Hocevar's in 5th though.
Oh yeah, well.
All right, let's see what happens. Green flag's back in the air. Someone pass Logano, please.
Well, he's hanging tough so far. Hanging tough. Nice drive by Blaney.
Now, what a drive on the outside by Ryan Blaney. There we go. Blaney ahead of Logano. Hopefully it stays like that. Oh, someone saves it in the back. That was Tyler Reddick. What a save. Fast hands back there.
Everybody should be scared. Larson's in the top 10. He's coming.
Yep, you're playing the Jaws music. Larson's now in the top 10.
He can salvage a top 5 out of today.
Eric Jones passing Logano for second. Or trying to. Yo, that'd be insane if the Dollar Tree car wins the race. What does that mean? Die cast for $1?
That's why the Dollar Tree went to $1.25 instead of $1 because they have to sponsor a cup car.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Eric Jones does clear Logano. And he's blocking Logano. But Eric Jones didn't block Logano enough. And Logano's still going to be side by side.
Basically just did the same thing the freaking 3 did.
The 43. The racing's incredible. I mean, Blaney's gotten away side by side for second, side by side for fourth, side by side for sixth. I mean, these guys will not.
Yep, Logano's ahead of Eric Jones for now. But Eric Jones is not leaving.
Last at least 2 more cautions, I think, to get by these people, but we shall see.
Byron and Hamlin side by side, so is Hellspar and last week's winner Ross Chastain.
I mentioned Kyle Busch had the great pit stop. He worked his way to the top 10. Bubba Wallace, speech penalty early. Driver 23 back in the top 10. They're racing each other right here. And right behind him, Kyle Larson, not great in practice. Qualifies 28. Nearly a lap down. The 5 has introduced himself to the party. Carson Hocevar radio. He's 7th right now.
And Hocevar clears Chastain.
Pretty interesting conversation there. Complaining about some of the drivers out there in front of him, but Hocevar takes the spot away from Chastain in the 6th spot. Gonna try to run down Byron.
So now your top 10 is Blaney, Logano, Eric Jones, Denny Hamlin, William Byron, Carson Hocevar, Ross Chastain, Bubba Wallace, Kyle Larson, and Kyle Busch in the top 10.
On the 43, he's looking a little bit low right here. Trying to do exactly the same thing the 22 of Logano did earlier on the 43. Trying to get that side draft working right on the corner here. He's there. He's close enough to affect the 43 straight line.
Oh, 43 isn't out doing the car.
Yeah, I just saw that.
Nothing you can do about it.
I'm not going to lie, their new logo's kind of mid. Mountain Dew.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not bad. It's not good. It's just mid. Like the last one was just, they should have stayed with that. That one is actually pretty cool.
Just rolled right up in front of him like, no, man, you are not going. I am shutting this air off.
Sometimes the score of the game dictates if you can get out or not. You know, if your team wins, you're like, yeah, but I'll let you in. If your team loses, you're the nobody.
That's right. They're 170 miles an hour. They're bad. Their team lost. We're not doing it. And once again, look at Byron.
Yeah, Byron trying to pass Eric Jones. Eric Jones is now starting to lose spots. He looked really good on a short run, but long run cars are coming alive.
He is learning so much, Dale, from these guys that run up here so often. These little details that make Byron, Hamlin, Logano just so good. Yeah, Jones, I think, believes he's a good race car driver that belongs up here. He's just struggled to be able to get the speed out of this 43. But you got to give Jimmy Johnson and this team a lot of credit. They really worked to try to make hires and improve this team and make changes to get the speed and performance. And I'm really surprised by how Legacy Motor Club has been able to run well this year. Place these cars every now and then, either finds themselves in a top 10, they run there all night long. This is very impressive for these cars to have.
I have to say, Eric Jones is an underrated driver. He just been in bad equipment.
With his experience with Chad and Inter Motorsports, he just didn't.
And Joe Gibbs, he was really young. And he was still learning.
That was a problem. They put him out of the 22 soon.
Yeah.
And he said, you know what I love best about it? I have a voice now.
I mean, you had Suarez in Joe Gibbs for a long time. Well, not for a long time, a couple of years.
Jones was driving for Gibbs when they had peak Kyle Busch, peak Martin Truex, and semi-peak Denny Hamlin. So he looked so unbelievably horrible compared to all three of them.
Yeah, but they were. I mean, in 2019, all three Gibbs cars were in the championship: Truex, Hamlin, and Busch. Only Harvick was the one to make it in the championship for that year.
Uh-huh.
Here's what you like about William Byron and the opportunity to go out and win races is they're in this position every week. They didn't win last week, but you lead 283, you win 3 stages.
Well, I'm fine with Blaney being ahead as long as LGBTQ plus Logano doesn't win.
Number 2, no doubt. Just around the corner. Right now, it's Ryan Blaney leading in Nashville.
Oh, Hamlin trying to challenge Logano.
Now, all they have to do is the 11 has to get really loose right now. They just both crash. Peaks in them up.
Oh, yeah, both of the most hated drivers taking each other out. I actually don't really hate Hamlin as much as I used to. Yeah, Hamlin's side drafting Logano. He knows he's got to catch up Blaney if he's going to try to win this race. We should get pit stops, too, if it stays green like this. Because people are going to have to pit for fuel eventually.
I figured out, I didn't try it yet, but I think I figured out how to go in the reverse with the Logitech shifter, finally.
Oh, really?
I think you have to push down on the shifter and then go into 6th gear, and it goes in the reverse, supposedly.
Okay.
I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I was told, because I was cleaning my room the other day, and I pushed down on it, and I was like, I didn't know you can push down on it. So.
Is for every Ford driver to feel this.
Yeah. My shifter still acts funny, though, so I'm probably not going to try it. I might, though. Yeah, Eric Jones hasn't let Byron pass, and now he's going to challenge Logano for 3rd. Yeah, Eric Jones is not falling back. He's still trying to battle up front.
You're gonna probably need, let's say, at least one more pit stop for fuel.
Saturday, June 14th from Mexico City and 4 Eastern, 1 Pacific on the CW.
I'm pretty sure you're not going to see people pit until like 70-something laps to go or less.
Interesting to see what people take their tires.
Throughout NASCAR Prime coverage, you were hearing a reimagined classic up around the bend and Amazon.
It doesn't seem like it's affecting much, but the last time Blaney got around 11, Hamlin was on Hamlin took tires the last stop, and Blaney took 2. But it's certainly the 24, they both seem more racy, so I got 2 tires.
Win 100 in profit. Logano, Hamlin, a little bit longer. Byron.
They sent another no context that Chris Buescher flipped in the pit lane.
Logano is already this good. You get 4 times your money.
How has that became a meme now? I don't understand.
I don't know. It's so funny, though.
I'm a little disappointed they didn't put my cut in. I had a good little red bet.
What, is that because of like Charlotte or something a couple years ago?
I don't know. Fun fact, the NASCAR competition is officially dead.
Yeah, once I got kicked, it died with it. Like Dale Sr. with NASCAR.
Well, you got booted out, and then Sparky left for some reason. So nobody was doing the points. So it kind of died.
Get on and off. So much yet to be decided.
So I guess technically, I think you were the last person in the lead of points, so I guess you win.
Yeah. Here's the funny thing, though. Like, as much it was kind of fun thing to do, I didn't really like it that much because I'd rather just like enjoying a race instead of, let's say somebody else picks my favorite driver. They get all the points, and I can't really root for them. I didn't like that aspect of it, so that's why I'm probably just going to let it be. Because I'd rather just like enjoy a race as a fan instead of making everything competition.
My problem is I would always pick a driver like a week or two too early. Like I picked Chastain like a week before he won.
Yeah, I think if Larson gets a couple more cautions, he'll be in this. But I'm not sure if he'll be able to get up there with being green all the time.
Yeah.
But I'd say this is a good drive by Larson, though, because it looked like he was terrible earlier.
He just ran the fastest lap on the racetrack, so.
Yeah. Well, I think because it's gotten darker, maybe the cars got to him.
They've done it the hard way. There's not a lot of speed in this race car, but they've been patient and smart. Championship team, this is what you do. This is how you win championships, is taking a bad car and getting a good run with it. Another driver that's having a pretty good night is 41 of Cole Custer, right there in 14th place. You know, Stewart Haas Racing now to Haas Racing. It's been a tough couple of years for this program and this team. We really didn't know what to expect out of this car this year. A lot of turmoil, and they've been able to really struggle on the racetrack and put cars out there and try to figure out what can make Cole comfortable. And they're grinding one out tonight, trying to get a top 15.
Ozavar closing in on Byron.
Byron has lost some pace to Jones right there, and Jones just drove away, which I'm a little surprised by that. Jones up the racetrack. And Ozavar is now trying to track down his 24 car on the long run of Trevor. Yeah, a couple spots behind Carson Ozavar, the 23 at Bubba Wallace. Remember earlier in stage one, he got that speeding penalty and he went back down pit road. But they have fought back to 8th place here. One of the fastest cars on the track during this segment here.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind if Ozavar wins. As much as I don't really like his racing sometimes, I wouldn't mind it. See the first time winner.
The 23 car is so ugly.
Oh yeah, that's actually my least favorite paint scheme of 2311.
I don't know who designed that, but they would be fired. Can't even read the font on it.
When your relationship or teamwork's been tested and you've persevered through to have success on the other side, those can be as
I do like Chastain's Nashville car.
Yeah, that was cool.
Do they even have that on Lionel? I'm curious. I'm going to take a
That's the
look.
thing, I wish Hendrick cars would do that. Like how kind of push the light does and just do like different.
Well, Alex Bowman did it for a couple of years.
To be able to get themselves up toward the front of the field. A lot of cars struggling as this race goes.
Like I don't feel a need to buy Larson cars anymore because it's always the same paint scheme.
Well, I mean, you did have Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Gordon race the same paint schemes for a while.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm not hating on it.
Yeah. I get it.
2021, he had a couple different cool options.
Let's see, does Chastain have a Nashville? Oh, yeah, he does.
Mexico City. I cannot wait to watch Mexico City celebrate Daniel Suarez in 2 weeks' time on Prime.
Well, that's crazy. His 124 ARC diecast is $86.50. That's like $10 higher now.
Every crew chief down here is holding those cards close to their vest. How long they were in the pit box. We knew
Yep.
stops and fast stops, so I know who has more fuel than others. But we don't really know where any of them are at. Is Jonathan Hasser-Kushi for Blaney right there in the bottom. Blaney's last pit stop, 10.5 seconds.
Like, I only got Byron, like that William Byron throwback. I got it for like 70. Well, Jeff Gordon throwback, which is William Byron's car, but I got it for $75. After tax, $91. You don't understand their shipping, but the tax is just insane in my state.
And now we get into the fourth quarter of the race. You got to be able to finish the deal. Blaney in position right now. He's in front of Hamlin, Logano, Jones, and Byron. NASCAR on 5 live in Nashville.
Okay, why is Dawson asking about my last name? DeForest.
I noticed things changed. Breastspeed gave you better breathing starting within 5 minutes.
Blaney's still in the lead, by the way, but we should be closing in on the pit window. Wonder who's going to bite the bullet and pit early.
Daniel, isn't your last name Drifting?
Well, my gamer tag's Drifting Daniel 48.
Yeah, but your real name is the opposite, right? It's Daniel Drifting.
Yeah, imagine. You know, I was thinking about like the podcast I'm going to start later on. It's going to be like a segment called Daniel's Drift.
That's a good name. Daniel Larson.
Daniel Larson. You know, I've been starting to think I should have the middle name Cardiac, Daniel Cardiac DeForest, because I think I'm in like a lot of stressful situations and somehow I become victorious. Especially Heat 5. Daniel Cardiac DeForest.
Daniel Drifting Through DeForest should be your podcast name.
Yeah. I mean, this week I'm probably gonna try to like work on like setting up like the formats and everything, and I'm probably testing how I'm gonna do like interviews side by side. I still have yet to like do like my lineups and stuff because I got to talk to people and everything, of course, see if they want to be on the podcast.
Right.
So I'm hoping maybe somehow it's going to be something big because, I mean, there's only like a few big NASCAR YouTubers. So I feel like if I keep grinding, maybe there's a chance. Then, of course, the league will help later on.
You should go on to the NASCAR Sky's new podcast and promote your own podcast on it.
Heck no. I'm not even going to allow her. Well, you know what? She can come on my show if she wants, but I'm not going on any of her stuff. I'm staying on my home turf.
So Artie trying to shorten up their pit stop, assuming we see a green flag stop for Ryan Blaney. Artie?
Yeah, we told you during the last stop, Denny Hamlin had no brake system inside his car, and now
You know, speaking of group chats and stuff, in like my close friend group chat, we were getting in an argument with Meta AI. We were trolling it. It's because I got annoyed by people because, like, they would have conversations, like, act like I wasn't even part of the conversation. So I was like, you know what? Since most of you guys are bots, I'm bringing Meta AI. Then I just started asking it, like, stupid questions. Brain rot questions. And it was like, prefer not to say. I ask it about a bunch of stuff I can't say on here. Favorite fast food restaurant of all time? That's a tough one. Probably. I'm not really much of a fast food guy, to be honest. Trying to think.
Each team calculates on all the other competitors. We calculated on all drivers in the field over the first stage, and we kind of get a little bit of a glimpse. And this 12 is trying to stretch it to the finish. And you see that MPGO.
When I was a kid, I really liked Steak and Shake. I still kind of do like Steak and Shake. So maybe that one. But for the first time in years, I did try Fast Freddy's. Freddy's is not bad. There we go. SVG passing Chase Briscoe. Makes the move. I'm actually happy with how SVG is performing. Running a top 20, kind of like last week. Like I said, I think he's figured out the car. I think the reason why he was like really terrible at the first few races, he just didn't really know the car that well. But now he's figuring it out.
He knew the car pretty well and won it the first time he got it.
Well, we were also on a new track too, the Chicago Street Race.
I think maybe mad about that race is that it wouldn't have been delayed and by the time of that day. Like Larson was actually closing.
Honestly, I hope the Chicago Street Race doesn't get rained out again this year. I want to see an actual race there.
Which is stupid that they time out the race by daylight.
I mean, instead of starting a race at 2 o'clock, start it at 12.
Exactly.
Then you can get the entire race in.
I'd be fine if they started at 8 a.m. As long as they're right.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got extra large fuel tank again.
Oh boy. The burn bar. I like that. The burn bar. Fox could not get that creative at all. And Eric Jones is the first one to pit. This may work out for him. He can make it to the end. But they got to get that fuel in. Yeah, if you remember last week, Hamlin lost the race because he didn't get enough fuel in the car. Hosebar's in.
I didn't watch last week.
Yeah, and their last stop was a little shorter than others. I asked them if they felt good. They said fuel on the last stop was exactly the number they were aiming for what that's worth. Really happy though with the last adjustments, and it was finally rotating. Now did slightly go away during the later portion of the
they're doing 4 tires.
You know, a way it could have been in NASCAR is if I could have played sports in high school, and instead of going to like play football somewhere, be on a NASCAR team. That's a pit crew member. Because they basically hire athletes. Chastain's away. Okay, some of these drivers haven't pitted longer for fuel, and here comes Logano. Please be a slow stop. Please be a slow stop. Come on, mess up, please. Choke. And of course, they have a great pit stop.
Back in the game for Kyle Larson. He said his biggest complaint now is 2 free on the entry of turn 1 for fresh Goodyear tires. Also,
that was a good stop.
Hey, you know, it's Blaney, Hamlin, and Byron staying out longer.
They got enough fuel on it. Jumbo Casino.
I hate that car, to be honest.
Chungus Casino.
Chungus.
Here's what I would say to Ryan Blaney. You make a pit stop here. Do not speed. Your advantage 3.6 seconds. You can't have.
Yeah, Blaney's got a big gap in front of the leader, Denny Hamlin.
How many cars missed pit road during practice? We saw what 5 of those cars, right? Blaney was one of them running the bottom. We'll see when they decide to come.
Oh, looks like he's going to pit now. He's really slow.
Here it is. Blaney looking left.
Don't run into the sand barrels like Larson.
There's no sand barrels here.
I know.
So Elliott's pitting, and so is Blaney.
Blaney's really got to focus on getting a win because this is their last year. They're going to have a shot at a championship. What's the most in Miami? Penske's going to.
Yeah.
The N word.
Oh, what's up, Gator?
I'm 50. I'm like, I made it with 50 laps left. I'm sorry.
So do I.
So, like, I was, my dad came to visit from Pennsylvania, and, like, I stayed there the whole day.
That's cool.
Who's winning? Hamlin, Byron, Busch, Bell, Cedric.
Yeah. Well, they're going through pit stops right now. Blaney was the leader, but he just pitted. Logano is trying to cheat with his fuel tank again. Okay, seems like good pit stops by most of these pit crews right now. Kyle Busch is going to come out side by side with Christopher Bell.
Yeah, everybody seems to be having really good stops.
And Byron's in. It's only Hamlin's out there. I do like this aspect of Nashville. There's a lot of different strategies you can try. Yeah, Blaney clearly ahead of Byron.
Just what you want him to do, Adam. No trouble on and off pit road. Very, very clean. It's really just a question of the cycle now. Hamlin out here running long. What does he want? He wants a caution. Because Logano's a lap down. Blaney would probably get his transition.
Yeah, Hamlin's just hoping for a caution right now.
Hamlin come in, put 4 tires on it, and all the fuel required under yellow.
So the 12 did their job. They executed. Now you just have to hope.
Same for Cindric and SVG.
How's y'all's been?
Hosevar's ahead of Logano. Interesting.
How's y'all's day been?
It's been okay. It'd be better if Logano doesn't win.
I mean, he's left now from the looks of it.
Well, they're going through pit. They're going through pit cycle.
Oh, never mind. They're gonna might win.
Now imagine on the first day of Pride Month, Logano wins.
I'll make a rainbow car in it for you.
Yo, imagine if I did a Pride card and all his fans had to wear Pride merch. That would be funny.
NASCAR Sky. You know what? That would work. Because she's the way she is. I unfollowed NASCAR Sky recently too, so I no longer follow much Logano fans. Yeah, Hamlin's saving a lot of fuel, but he's going to hit this lap. I think he's pretty much close out of fuel, so that's why he's pitting. So we know it's a guarantee that Hamlin's going to be good on fuel. Let's see how Hamlin does. Oh, there's the jack swing. What a pit stop by Hamlin.
So he's going to cycle up behind the 12 cars with the start finish now. But remember, he also has a little bit of pressure tire. Will that pay off in the last 44 laps? So there goes.
I think Blaney's going to win, though, because I don't think pressure tires are going to make that much difference. Because earlier when Blaney was staying out for long during the day, he was only a tenth slower than what the leader was on pressure tires. So.
So the pit stop cycle for Hamlin running long pressure tire. Yet
So now the ones that have pitted is Blaney, Hocevar, Hamlin, and Logano. Hocevar leapfrogs Hamlin. And now Cendric is pitting. So the rest of them are just hoping for a caution. SVG also pits.
This is twice tonight that Brian Wilson and Austin Cindric have played this long strategy, trying to do it here in stage 3 with 42 to go. Now, the interesting thing for Cindric is that the car was stuck in 5th gear for much of the end of that run. He said he can downshift, but he has to use the clutch, so he's been busy behind the wheel. We'll see how this exit of pit road looks like. It looks pretty clean there for a guy who's been struggling with the transmission this evening.
Yeah, using the clutch to downshift has to be so foreign for these guys. They don't have to do it any other time, right? Yeah, for sure. Another lap right there where Hocevar just about almost half a second faster. Or sorry, a couple tenths faster than Blaney.
And they did such a good job in the
The Dillinator, first place Dillinator.
Here's the 77.
The Dillinator in first place, guys.
That's funny.
The Dillinator. The impersonator is in first shot.
Yeah, Hocevar is actually the fastest car on the track right now.
Nope, it's the impersonator. Sorry.
Blaney's still got a big gap on him, though. So he's got time to gain.
They ain't got nothing on the impersonator, though. Not going the impersonator to go. So proud.
I think Dylan feels like a win would be the best thing for these guys to make the playoffs, the best guarantee. So we're really focused on fourth Blaney, who we believe will be the leader with the cycle finishes. But the fuel mileage or how far they can go on the tank, they have to be coming close to.
Yeah, these cars like Dylan, Keselowski, and Barry, they're hoping for a caution.
Next 5 laps or so.
Think about the way Austin Dillon has won some races in his career. Very.
Yeah, talk about my boy, the impersonator. Let the impersonator lead all 39 laps.
He's got the Toys for Tots paint scheme this week.
Let the impersonator lead all 38 laps.
Dale Earnhardt would roll over in his grave because of that paint scheme.
Bro, he's not gonna win because of it was just the cycle pit stops. Even though he's in first, it was because of the cycle pit stops. But if he magically somehow wins this race, I'm gonna lose it. I need the impersonator to win the race. Wreck Chase Elliott. No boss.
No. Oh. Yeah, I wonder how long are they going to be until they pit, though. Blaney's in lap traffic. That's why Hocevar's closing. Like I said earlier, I wouldn't mind if Hocevar wins.
Two cars, there's about 6 or 7 cars right here in front of Blaney that he's going to have to find his way by. His lap times are struggling because of it.
How much of that is racing luck versus managing your pit stop so that you know you're going to have some clean racetrack to work with?
A little bit of both, and I think this is when the veteran champion of Ryan Blaney is what they want to lead on.
Yeah, so Austin Dillon stretching out the 77 laps on fuel. That's a lot.
Walking.
Yo, I need the impersonator to win a race. I need the impersonator to the victory lane.
Oh, Blaney lose.
Oh, the 12 got loose. Blaney got loose.
That's gonna be more time to Hocevar.
Oh, I'm killing myself.
Yep, Austin Dillon's pitting.
Ending it off. Nope, I'm ending it all. It's over. It's over, chat. Chat, it's over. Chat, it's over.
Oh, he's really lifting.
Chat, nope, 10th place. Nope.
You know, this is the interesting thing. If you guys remember last year at Gateway, Ryan Blaney did not get enough fuel in the car, and he ran out of fuel on the last lap. Will this happen again? Blaney's had that type of luck this year. It's possible.
there's my hero. It's okay, guys. It's okay, guys. He's coming back. He'll come back.
Yeah, Keselowski and Barry is still staying out though.
He got 33 laps. He got it. We just need a red flag. We need someone to flip.
And now Barry is pitting, so that leaves only Keselowski out there.
He relates to what I'm feeling. I just need somebody to say, man, I know how you feel, all right?
Look at that, commercial-free through checkered flag.
Bro, he's superior. I know.
Hocevar's closing.
Yeah.
Where's Hocevar? Oh, he's in third.
Come on, buddy.
I really
Yeah, now
want Hocevar to win.
Keselowski's pitting. So now we're going to see the gap.
Catching him is one thing, passing him's another.
Yeah.
Especially Blaney.
And he's still 3 seconds back, but if Blaney cannot pass this traffic, this is going to play in Hocevar's favor.
Now this is truly the battle for the lead because Keselowski made a pit stop, so did Barry, so did Austin Dillon. Everything is
Bro, Hocevar's been so good at so many tracks, bro. It's about he's gonna get a win this year. I believe it. I believe he's gonna get a win. And it's not gonna be on a super speedway. I think that Hocevar has better chance of winning in
Well,
mile and a half
remember,
than
Hocevar's got to pass those same lap cars, so it depends on who he gets through traffic better.
Yep. Hamlin's also running a really good lap time.
Yeah, but Hamlin, but you can tell the difference because Hocevar's running 0.2 better, and Hamlin 0.3. And Hamlin's got fresher tires. And there's Chase Elliott running top 15 like he usually does.
I think Blaney might win if he does not get loose.
Holy shit, Hocevar in a fucking fast lap there.
30-04.
Yeah, he's closing.
He's got time. He's got time.
He doesn't want to take too long, though.
No, Hamlin's right behind him, though. He's about to pass the 44.
If I'm Hamlin, I wouldn't try battling Hocevar. Try to get to Blaney right now. That's the main goal.
We don't care. We want a Hocevar win. We do not care about no baby boy. We want a Hocevar win. We do not care about no baby boy. We do not care about no baby boy.
Oh, Gator Savage.
We need a Hocevar win, not a Hamlin baby.
Oh my God.
It's the last thing we need right now.
I can see Gator saying that on commentary one day.
If Hocevar wins this race, then yeah.
Hamlin's got the best car right now.
Probably a W opinion, in my opinion. When Hamlin retires, Hocevar should take his run.
Yo, if Hocevar takes the 11 car, he's winning races.
Exactly.
And here's Eric Jones passing Byron.
Jones is really good. Jones is doing good. And there's
Bubber Wallace.
Bubber Wallace.
Let's see.
I really want to get the Red Bull car.
Oh, SVG got loose. Kept it off the wall.
Currently running in the 24th position. That got his attention without a doubt. He crossed the way to that lap car. It's like just shut off.
Yeah, it seems like it seems like the gap is at a stalemate now. They're not really gaining as much time on Blaney.
Look at Hocevar running second. He's a Michigan native. We go racing in Michigan next Sunday.
Yeah, look at that. Blaney's got to pass SVG and others, though.
We don't care. We want a Hocevar win.
And here's could be the advantage for Hocevar. Some of these cars do not race as hard for others than what they do for the leader, so he may have a chance to get past these cars better.
SVG should try to make Blaney slower for Hosovar can catch up and brake check him. That would be my strategy. You know, just like brake check the fuck out of Blaney. 33rd, 35th? Jeez. That's awful.
Well, Hosovar gained a 10th, but he's got to catch Blaney in 21 laps.
I hope there's a caution. But I'm pretty sure a caution happens, Hamlin might win.
Hey, a caution happens, it's going to be chaos.
Guaranteed.
We're going to have 18 overtimes.
He's getting past traffic, though. Hosovar has now got it down to 2 seconds. Austin Dillon up high.
Fucking 21 tactics, drive to the bottom, block his air.
I think Jader took over to 3 and was trying to get a caution for Hosovar.
Yeah, I did. I'm currently fighting Ty Gibbs for no reason.
He's going to have Blaney make a couple more mistakes, I think. There's no way.
We got 20 laps to go now.
Whoa.
That was me, by the way. I'm trying to just... Yeah, that was me.
It looked like you in there.
Shut the hell up.
Don't tell Blaney about any of this. I mean, he'd have a heart attack behind the wheel because he does not want a caution here.
He's not getting through SVG that well, though. Hey, they were gaining a lot, and now they're not. It's really like the same gap.
19 laps to go. Actually, the lead is growing a little bit. That's a good point. Don't let you and I talk about this one.
The funniest part about this is that most people have been feeling bad for Blaney. Like, oh, he deserves a win. But the second Hosovar gets behind him, it's like, fuck me.
Yep.
Feel like he's getting killed on time because he's not getting any closer. We have to go find him. So just hang in. This is the dad. You're doing great.
Talk about the level of concentration.
18 laps to go. Top 10 as they run. Blaney, Hosovar, Hamlin, Logano, Byron, Bubba Wallace, Eric Jones, Larson, Chastain, and Christopher Bell.
Yeah, right now Ryan Blaney has been quiet on the radio. The majority of the chatter has been from his spotters. If you would just give it him the last parts that are front, what he's going to have to do to get
SVG, it's time to block.
SVG is just... Bro, like, if you're going to suck ass, then how about you shine? Yep, just shine for one race. Like, do something that people will remember.
Just let him wreck the 12 right now.
If he passes you, just hook him. Not that hard. Watch him wreck himself.
Yeah, I think the only way that Blaney's going to lose is if he makes a mistake or there's a caution.
I don't think there's going to be a caution. I don't think so.
You never know. Caution came out because of Austin Cindric with 2 laps to go at National
I would
last year.
really like a Hosovar race win car, but in this pace scheme, I want him to win in this pace scheme.
Yeah, so right there, thank you for hit it so much later. He's got a little bit better tire.
Yeah, Hosovar is not really gaining as much time now. He's actually, the gap's getting further now.
About Austin's just like, spins against the wall a little bit.
He's almost more on defense now from Hamlin.
Giving us the numbers on Blaney. First on long run speed. Overall speed outstanding as well.
Bro, I don't want to play.
Does Blaney have enough fuel, though?
Bro, I do not want it. Bro, I don't want a Blaney win.
I think some are going to really not like him. If you're a Ricky Stenhouse fan, you probably don't love Carson Hocevar.
I don't want a Blaney win. Do not.
Oh yeah, you missed the Hosovar Waddle Ricky Stenhouse earlier.
Oh, that's a W in my book. He already won the race. Well, he already won the race at that point. Thanks for laughing.
13 to go. Pretty sure only a caution would ruin Blaney's chances.
Dale, it's over. It's over.
Hamlin's closed on
Hamlin's
now.
right there. Hamlin is like right there.
Not close the gap as quick as I thought he would because he finished so late. It's got a little bit of a tire advantage, but trying to use this traffic.
Coach Blair, it's your time to shine. 3 laps down, wreck, please.
You and I know that we'll use that for the race.
Ty Dillon should do something magical right now.
There are 1,000 moments that we just saw with Hartson.
Time is out.
So frustrated with the guy in front of him that their patience is just going to snatch the 12 to go. Right there, what we saw. Then he goes to the top of the racetrack. Then he go get some clean air. It didn't work. Those of our actually.
Rexton crashed.
Is we've got late for this race. It's got bottom dominant. The track's cooled off. And the cars now are feeding it down the racetrack to where.
I only got 11 laps to go. Yeah, this is Blaney's race. I don't see Kosovar or Hamlin catching them unless Blaney has a big problem.
It's too late in the race. I don't think anyone's really going to make a crazy move like that. Well, if you're Chastain, then it doesn't even matter.
45-20 side by side, too many times for the last several laps. As they keep going at it. They're kind of both hung up behind the one. They keep trading the spot back and forth between each other. Multiple laps side by side.
Chastain not going to win 2 in a row, wouldn't appear. But when you think about their performance connecting Saturday to Sunday, really finding a good space is that one team.
When you talk about performance, you know, when it matters most, I don't care such pressure. The well-documented Danny Hamlin has a baby on the way. Due date, I think this weekend.
Bro, we don't care about the baby. We want a host of our own.
Look at this. The who's who of 700 starts from the Ironman Ricky Rudd at 8. Bobby Allison, Rusty, Harvick, Richard, Jeff Gordon. No one's ever ranked the bell. No one's ever gone to victory lane on their 700th career start. Danny Hamlin, currently third. He would match Jeff Gordon back to Arlington, May 2013. It would be a heck of a name. You know, he's got to be on the list. It's just a question is what's the number that's going to be next to his name. Hey.
No, I laughed.
Yeah, so
no one's gonna do anything crazy.
Two of the last 4 races here, we got a light race caution. But 2 of those, we've also had.
How about NASCAR throws a commercial caution?
No, promoter's caution. Get Michael Waltrip back up there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He drops the flag.
We need a promoter's caution.
We need an anti-caution.
Yup. We need a Penske only caution flag. Only Penske cars can slow down.
Yeah, Blaney now has 7 to go. Kosovar, almost 3 seconds back now. I think Blaney's got this in the bag.
The problem is, like, all the cars that have had, like, mechanical issues seem to have already fully wrecked out of the race.
Might lose another spot here to Christopher Bell.
Oh.
One car just lost all the tires here in the race. That moment of the race where I know drivers take absolute pride that they can find just a little more with 7 or 6 to go, right? Trying to hold that one guy off or go get that 1 point. Oh, this is going to get tight. 66.
All right, come on, Ross.
Oh, wow.
66.
Get Bell.
Ross making it 3 wide there. Trying everything he can to pass Bell for 10th place.
The stage point.
Kyle Busch in that number 8 car. They have the hood up. Like the second pit stop with Justin Shocks. Here he is, 12th. Yeah, a rough couple of weeks.
You think about everything that's gone wrong.
Yeah, Bell and Chastain really racing hard.
If they could just get on the positive side of it, all of a sudden, second half of the regular season could be good to them. But his only top 5 this year came on the road course in Austin, Texas, Circuit of the Americas. With all these road course races, maybe that's a chance for the 8 to get it going in the right direction. 5 to go in the event tonight.
You got to credit Kyle Busch. Always maintaining a good attitude and fighting hard in that 8 car, giving him a shot, right?
Bell's going to clear Chastain for 10th.
Going to be able to put the pace out there, but he gives him a chance every time he gets behind the wheel. And now is the point where the last thing Ryan Blaney wants to hear is about caution. He wants to see that white flag, get this race official. We saw this car in practice, phenomenal lap times. The cars all practice in two groups, so it's kind of hard to really tell who's great. But this 12 car stood out. They've had a lot of speed all year long. Some issues, low motors, things like that not allowed them to get the win and get the finishes that they deserve. But you mentioned it earlier in the weekend, Steve. You got that speed. That's the hardest thing to obtain. Just keep focused, because if you keep showing up the racetrack with fast race cars, like tonight happened.
Yeah, 10 full-time season right as the
2 more laps to go for Blaney. Only a caution to stop him from winning. Just got to make it around 1 more lap for the race to be official. Then he can cruise on home. Oh no, a caution! Oh my goodness, Austin Dillon just flipped into the air! Oh no! Oh no, and Chase Elliott just crashed into the inside wall.
Girls watching another race.
No, I'm just kidding. It's the final lap, and Blaney's about to win.
It's unfortunate.
And of course, the voodoo powers of Team Penske strike again. Not with Logano, not with Cindric, but this time with Ryan Blaney. As he comes out of turn 4, wins his first race of the year. Ryan Blaney, your winner at Nashville. Elsebar second, Hamlin third, Logano fourth, Myron fifth, Wallace sixth, Jones, Larson, Reddick, and Christopher Bell. And of course, Chase Elliott gets a top 15. Whoa-wee.
Joey Logano gets it, goes on to win the championship this year. We end the race with 102 consecutive.
All right. That was an okay race. Sure wish we got a battle at the end, though, but congratulations to Blaney. After all that bad luck he's had this year, he finally got a win.
That car is hideous.
It is.
Pretty impressive the speed that
Well, where are we racing at next week?
Mexico City.
It really matters. They have shown some really great speed.
Let's see. Are we?
Racing in Mexico. Race maybe not.
No, we're racing in Michigan.
Oh, never mind.
And then it's Mexico. Because Mexico City's on it's on Father's Day weekend. All right. Well, Ryan Blaney's the winner. I'll see you guys next week for Michigan. I'm ending the stream now. You guys have a nice night.